Hello, crypto world. It's your boy Muddy Mo, aka Mr. Bean, coming at y'all again with another daily DeFi Degenerate update, also known as the DeFi Degenerate Show with Muddy Mo. Yeah, man, we back, man. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, what up, Brian? Brian said, "What up, peeps? He in here." All right, y'all. Hold on. Let me get it together. Hey, look, I've been talking to Rosa today. We had a little talk. We had a discussion. I think she's gonna be okay. I think she's gonna be all right. I don't know, but I think she's gonna be fine. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? I'm trying to try some new things out. Y'all know how I am. I'm gonna try to keep the show progressing. You know what I mean? Y'all don't want to see the same thing. So I'm gonna try to keep it fresh, keep it updated, do some different things, man. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Hold on, let me change this screen. Like I said, I gave Rosa a good pep talk today, so she should be in good shape. She should be good to go. What's happening? What's happening? All right, let me change this screen. What y'all on today, man? What's new? Hold on, connection not good. Hold on, I got it. Don't panic. There we go. Okay. I think we back, y'all. Okay. I told you, listen, I had to have a talk with Rosa today. She said she feeling better, so we back on. Bro John, what's happening? He said, what's good? He said, getting ready for another tourney. Okay, this one ATL. Okay, you're gonna be down at Buckhead, Brian, getting it in. Okay. Keep them scores low for us. How y'all doing today, man? Look, listen, man. Y'all know how it is with the DeFi space. Every day, something new, man. Now today we're gonna be talking about some interesting things. You already know we got to talk about what's going on in our space, our neck of the woods. So you know what I mean. We're gonna be talking about avarice. We're gonna definitely get to that. And we're gonna talk about how that kind of correlates to drip, or at least some things that I'm seeing. There it is. Okay. Thanks. All right, there it is. There it is. Don't worry, don't panic. Y'all like, here we go. Oh, y'all know. Hey, listen, that's the cost of going live sometime. I ain't perfect. But anyway, we're gonna talk about average today, and we're gonna compare that to Drip Network. And then we also we're gonna do a little bit of talking about Vitalik Buterin. Now we got our own little spot. We got our own things that we do in the DeFi degenerate space. That's why this is the DeFi degenerate show. So hey, we're gonna be different at all times. So I also want to let y'all know that there's a bigger space out there. And Vitalik Buterin. I don't know if a lot of y'all don't know who he is, but if especially if you're older, he is the founder of Ethereum. And we got the soul token, soul change or something token. But we're gonna talk about that, and it's very, very significant as far as security, as far as really kind of putting a face to some of these wallets. So this could be some good and some bad things, but I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. We're gonna talk about all of that good stuff. How you doing, man? How y'all feeling today? What's today? Thursday? How y'all feeling today, man? Listen. Y'all don't have to brag about the DeFi Degenerate show. Listen, it's picking up steam. Shout out to the Muddy Crypto movement. I see Brian. I see my peoples that's here every day. Shout out to y'all, man, because it's catching on. I'm telling y'all, it's catching on little by little. A lot of people in this world are followers, and they don't really like to listen for themselves. So he's a futter. I'm not gonna listen. You know what I'm saying? But if you be honest, around the space, we hear some of the same stuff over and over again. So all we're trying to do is bring something fresh and then stuff that we know that y'all want to know about. D Angel, what up? What up, D Angel? Okay, so y'all know as people pile on in, man, you know how I do. I like to talk to y'all a little bit. Um, just bring y'all into my life, man. I spoke to my cousin, man, one of my favorite cousins. Shout out to him. Hope you on, cuz. Don't say my real name, but go ahead and you can say something in the chat. But I was just talking to my cousin. You know what I'm saying? He just hit over the hill, right? And usually when it happens, man, it's a lot of things that you think about in life. Just like, when you're a man in this world, you get that first colon check. How many of y'all know about that coat, man? When you get to that age, you know what I'm saying? Um, but it's just you get to the realization of who you are and where you are in life. And men have a really good job. All men in general do a really good job of being self-observant. You know what I mean? Whether it's money or comfortability, relationships, whatever. But over long story short, he was just kind of feeling down about where he is. And I was just explaining to him, I ain't perfect and I ain't, but the main thing is for me, what motivated me to make some different changes is to basically, I had to basically focus on time. And for example, when I first started, working and all that stuff, I was working hourly, and that wasn't. you don't want to. You don't want anybody to pay you to stay somewhere for a certain amount of time. If you're doing that, even though I know a lot of y'all got jobs, nothing against y'all jobs, stay at your jobs. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, if you're doing that, just know that your time can be used different ways. And then I elevated up to a career, right? Whereas I didn't have necessarily time to be somewhere, but I did have tasks to do. So it's just all things, we're just talking about today. So anyway, so the main thing is time is the most valuable asset. And that's what I was talking to him about, man. He just kind of was down in the dumps and just didn't know what to get into. Now, I already said, y'all know how I am. I talk about DeFi. So I told him, hey, we here. Listen, we over here for you. Cause everybody need a little something on the side. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you got a main job or whatever you do, everybody needs something. So I told him about DeFi, of course. But even that, I just told him, hey man, even you, your wife, everybody in your house, you know, just find the energy and find the time to spend on yourself. So I'm gonna say the same thing in DeFi. Y'all know how I do. I relate everything back to us. All right. Make sure you finding time, right, to check your portfolios and your wallets. We get in these chats and we get to worrying about things that we really can't control. And it puts us in a tight spot sometime. And then you start worrying about other people's wallets. So don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Time is the most valuable asset. Make sure you're using it wisely. All right. And you know what I'm saying? Okay, let me see. Brian say, Mo, I'm 53. So yes, I know I'm hey, Brian say, you know about that boat, that colon check. Hey, it's life though. It's life. Been here just silent and then you do your thing. Definitely just in just okay. Okay, all right, y'all. So yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about today, man. So I'm excited to have y'all on. Now I will tell y'all this. We're gonna talk about soul tokens from Vitalik. I'm excited for Vitalik. That's good for him. That's really good that I think Vitalik he's seeing all the stuff that's going on with Richard Hart and Ethereum. It's just a headache. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that he's been working. And I think it's gonna be exciting to talk about that. One more thing, real quick. I want to tell y'all why we doing this crypto stuff. Make sure, because a lot of y'all got 30 wallets. Make sure that you got something lined up. I know, as far as cryptocurrency, we getting to a point where we can really get these things into some kind of contract so you can have some security for when we no longer here. Now, some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, younger or older than others, whatever. We gotta be secure. All right. Tell y'all a quick story, and we're gonna keep it pushing. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I tell y'all about my family all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I had a family member who was doing not the right things in life. You know what I'm saying? And saying long story short, everything that he was doing meant nothing because at the end of the day, when you pass on, who gonna have your power of attorney? Somebody who don't know nothing about who you are as for real. And all of us over here in DeFi, we all in our own little world, but our families and our people don't know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you keep yourself straight. Who's gonna have your power of attorney? Make sure you do a will because if you don't, we're gonna be in a world of trouble. Now y'all know how muddy is, man. I like to just talk life. So man, shout out to y'all, man. And we're gonna keep it pushing today. Listen, man. Hey, listen, we feeling good today, man. Listen, I'm stretched all out. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. So this is the link tree. As always, y'all know this is home base. I use it as home base, especially I forget which sites to open. So I like come to the link tree. But y'all see we got Avarice, Ooze, Piston, Piggy Bank, Elephant, Drip, My Diamond. All the top stars are there. Also, one thing I need to add up there, which is coming up, which we got to talk about, is Animal Farm. So farming, a lot of y'all, I know Tone from the crib. Tone, he a farmer, so he's like he can't wait. I know a lot of y'all can't wait for what's gonna happen with these farms. If you're around for Animal Farm, all that good stuff. Farming is dope. So we're gonna talk about all of that. Also, everything else is in the link tree. I'm still, y'all know, I'm keeping it updated. I'm doing the best I can. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. All right. All right. So let's see what's happening with these markets today. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Shout out to Zach in the movement. Listen, I love the movement, man. I love it because y'all be honest. Y'all be honest with whatever. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that, man. Like a lot of people don't have honest people around them. So shout out to y'all for that. All right. Y'all know the end today is red. That nomics end. And when it's red, it's not looking It's not looking groovy, but it's all good. Bitcoin under 30,000 again. Okay, here we go. Ethereum just keeps going down, 1773. Y'all already know what time it is. We still in that bear. You got USDT and USDC at them top positions. You're still in that bear market, so we know that. Another one, BNB 287, staying a little bit stable. It didn't really lose too much. And again, like we like BSB. I like BNB and BUSD. Me personally, I don't know what y'all like. You know what I'm saying? But I know I like those tokens. Everybody like whatever they like. So it is what it is. What else? What else we talking about today? What's happening? Hex! Look, whoa. Y'all see that? Hex down 5 cents. Listen, it's something. Listen, Richard Hart, man. Listen, his personality. I'm telling y'all, 1 in a million over there, man. Like, if anything, he gonna keep you entertained. You know what I'm saying? It's not boring over there. I can't say that. Now it's not always good, but at least it's not boring. Sometimes in our space, I get a little bored at least. Okay, what else? We got Shiba and I'm on the Monero. All right, what else? Y'all know. I've been looking at Axie Infinity. Y'all know I'm a gamer too. I've been looking at Axie Infinity a lot. That's down a little bit. Okay, so that's the market for today. Let's look at that one. Y'all know the Hex. It's much better than y'all can say that. Y'all can say it. I can't say it. Y'all can say it. No, I'm just playing. All right, let's see what we're doing. Okay, guys, here come Rosa. Y'all know how she do. She drag her feet. Okay, so Hex down to 5 cents. Listen, don't be that guy, right, who is so safe that you just miss out on something that could possibly 300x with a blink of an eye easily. This has a blockchain attached to it that's coming out. Don't be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, a lot of people were that guy in Hex. Go listen to the horror stories. I'm telling y'all, like, everybody who was in Hex in the Transform lobby, if they sold their Hex, they're upset right now. They're not happy. I'm just trying to say, I don't see the future. I just know the past. I just know the trends of this stuff. Listen, man. I hate to say it. I keep saying this every day, so y'all understand me. It's still a buying opportunity for Hex. All right. Don't miss out. All right. Don't miss out. Just go ahead and make it do what it do. Not financial advice. I'm just letting you know. You know what I mean? Right now, again, it has one of the, if not the token with the most promise right now. I already told you, I think Hex can be a form of, not a form, probably the form of currency. It's that good or it's that stable. So, at least to me, in my mind, I've been around forever. So, I'm an old head, got gray beard, whatever, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So, but yeah, that's just how I feel about Hex, man. It is what it is. All right. So let's go to our neck of the woods. It's a beautiful day. Also, you watching the DeFi Degenerate show with Muddy Mo. Hey, yo, come in here, hit that like, and y'all better talk to me now. Y'all know how I am, man. Come on and talk to me, man. Y'all know I hate talking to myself. I don't know if I'm doing a good job or not. Y'all gotta say something. You know? I don't know. So, all right. So let's pop on in. Let's do it. Let's see what this neighborhood looking like today. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of people be like nervous when we hit this screen. They're like, "Oh, here we go." It's been a long time. Hey, but I gotta say, I'm happy to say today it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. At least something's green. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy. All right. Okay, Rosa, there she go. Pick it up. All right. And shout out to all, like I say, shout out to the movement. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep DeFi going, man. These other groups in these other areas, they don't they don't touch on all of this stuff. They just touch on their little thing and go home. You know what I mean? So shout out to y'all for being open-minded and wanting to hear the good and the bads. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess when I start advancing in my life is when I start accepting the bads and then fighting through them, not running from them. You know what I'm saying? Or not even trying to cover it up. That always, you know what I'm saying? This is me, just me. I'm just talking. All right, here we go with the charts. Rosa, she didn't go by the rules that we set today, but you know she break rules sometimes. Y'all know how Rosa is. That was dope though. All right, so now we got Hex. I just talked about that at 5 cents. Okay, look at Piston now. Piston has been consistent at 2% down a day. Man, we got to see something happen. I don't know what needs to happen. I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna talk to this a little bit later. I got y'all, Piston. I like y'all. I think I need to add some things. I think I need to add ways to bring new funds in, not just people. And what I mean by that is, I think y'all got a mixed bag. I think you got a little too playful and then a little too serious. Like y'all not. There's no clear definition of what y'all are as a group. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it business? Is it clients? Or is it, you know, racing and fun stuff and for the kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just think y'all need to, and that's okay. I think every brand needs to get their specific niche, but I really like that team. Bye bye. What up, bye bye? Hey, the bye be popping by. Listen, that's what the real devs do. All these other guys, I heard Ooze today talking about James Pelton again. I need y'all to talk to me in my chat, man. Holla at me. Listen, how do y'all feel about James Pelton? How do y'all feel about him? I'm serious. Like, they were so happy to get on James Pelton. I'm like, is he bringing them new users? I don't know. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, let's keep it moving. But shout out to my small and my medium-sized influencers. I keep telling y'all, we like the experts. We like the relief pitchers. You know what I'm saying? We the specialists. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do every day. We don't do nothing else. Anyway, all right. Drip Network. So Drip now. Ooh-wee. This is part of the title. Listen. Shout out to whoever I think it was T in the chat in the Muddy Crypto Movement. Man, listen, we talked about what's going on. Like, it's some platform arbitrage, I think, going on. So we're gonna definitely discuss that. But it don't even matter right now. I'm gonna be real with you. All of us in Drip. If you in one thing, you probably in Drip too. It's good to see it up. You know what I'm saying? Now it's up a little bit, but hey, you know, it's been a long 6 months. It's been a half a year of red, so pretty much. So good to see that. Animal pig token, not the same. I told y'all this to stay away to hell. This is not going down. It's not stopping going down. So yeah, I don't know if that's the pause at this point. I don't think it's the pause at this point. I think it's some other things, I don't know. You know the word I'm trying to say. There's some other things that's going on with this. So, you know, is what it is. Also, you know, B-Reap is what, you know, referrers. I can't never say that word. Referrers need to have in order to get rewards from their downlines. This always kind of tells the behind the scenes of what's going on. So, or at least with Drip. So yeah, with that being up, that means people are trying to promote this. And right now, as it stands, Drip is the most promotable project we have. It is. It's the easiest to promote, or I guess it's the most popular, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So we got Elephant. I already gave a suggestion on what should happen with the Elephant token. It's just, you know, sitting here, and I know it's, you know, we waiting on Bertha and all that stuff, but the Elephant token is just dormant and bored and want something to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So we'll keep it moving. Trunk now. This is again. Trunk is down to 58 cents. I still think it correlates. If you do something for Elephant, I think Trunk will figure itself out. It's the Elephant that you got to figure out. But we'll talk more about that. Y'all know how we do. Every single day I do. Every day I do. We gonna talk about it. Splassive. Y'all know I don't like Splassive. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not that I don't like a platform because I'm in the platform. You know what I'm saying? It's really that when leadership and, you know, when they realize that when they think they're not the people no more, that's really what it is. And Bitcoin Brown, like, he just takes on the personality of his leader. I think it's Trevon, it's his leader. Like, it's just weirdo stuff. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. You know, how you treat people is important. You know what I mean? He ain't doing nothing specifically to me. I'm just telling you some things I might know of. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Now, okay, jumping over to our Hex joints. I'm gonna check the chat in a second. I got y'all. Y'all better be talking to me now. I already know how I feel about that. So we got Pulse Doge, 289 today, down a little bit. Hedron, what is that? 5% down on the day, not bad. Well, it could be worse, I should say. You know what I'm saying? It ain't good. Maximus down about 5%. The ones over in Binance Smart Chain, Cake, $4. Binance, BNB is 287. And now the other ones is pretty much losing at a consistent rate. You know, it's losing on a regular rate. So, it is what it is. Okay, so y'all are watching the DeFi Degenerate Show with Muddy Mo. Listen, make sure y'all come on, check in. Come on, pop on in and talk to me. What up, Zach? What is the premise behind SoulBound tokens? Very good question, Zach. Essentially, man, it's we're gonna talk about it a little bit more, but essentially, it's a token that's gonna stay in your wallet. It's almost just like a ID card for your wallet, which is really good in a lot of ways. However, for what we used to in DeFi, it might not be so good. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Brian say, I have no idea who he is. Who? Vitalik Buterin? Okay. I'm glad you see, Brian, you in the right place, bro. We're going to talk about all that. I'm glad I can bring you up to speed, man. I'm glad especially that you can be a part of something like Hex too. You know what I'm saying? Like Hex has been, I'll tell y'all about my portfolio. It's all good. And I got a public address so y'all can see. You know what I'm saying? But Hex I've done the best with Hex by far. It's not even close. You know what I'm saying? Nothing in DeFi is close to Hex. At least not that I've seen yet. So we'll see what happens. All right. So let's talk about this one. Drip. Now, Drip Network. Y'all know, listen. Oh, you said you never heard of Pelton? Yeah, Brian. He's a guy who basically does AMAs. But now, let me say this real quick because I keep telling my group, they be like, man, we got to get the views up. Yeah, we do. But I keep telling y'all, we get the right views. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference. It's a big difference between the right people listening to you and just people listening to you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're so great. You're so great. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you for being positive. We need to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need cheerleaders. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, James Pelton, all he essentially does AMAs. And he, to me, because I'm an influencer, so he in my space, so I got to talk about this. To me, he charges all these platforms, and they be thankful, like, thank you, sir, for taking our money. And he might get him a couple thousand views on his AMA, depending on how popular they are. But essentially, it's paid promotion, and he usually some of the time they pay him in tokens, and all he gonna do is dump on the projects. So it's just like, he's not a part of no community. He just does like crypto stuff. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. If they got the money, he doing it. You know what I'm saying? So at a certain point, and this is why y'all watch Money Mo. Some of y'all, Cross, what up? What up? Oh, we got a lot of elephants. Y'all always want to have a conversation today. We can talk positive. Listen. I like connecting. What up, Cross? Cross, my dog. What up, bro? Brian said, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So Brian, real quick. And this is why, what I do is a little bit different, bro. It's something called honesty and integrity. It's not about me giving you a token that I don't believe in or talking about stuff I don't believe in. That's what James Pelton does. But I heard, who is that? Somebody on Ooze. I was like, what? They're like, man, we're so happy that he accepted us and he accepted our money. And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I got people in the space that's talking about your project. Anyway, so I think there's a disconnect between devs, influencers, and users. Users, they don't know whether to be solid or fanboys. Us influencers is kind of the same way. We don't know whether to take a more integral route where you might not listen. It's poor, it's hard being woke. You know what I'm saying? When you woke, you broke. That's what I use. If you're woke, you're broke. And it is what it is. I'm broke. Money broke. You know what I'm saying? But it's two lanes influencers can go too. And the big issue that a lot of devs have is that they don't know how to properly get in tune with influencers. That's the issue. I'm sitting there really looking like they don't watch them. They don't watch people that talk about their projects. That's why I really don't like Bitcoin Brown over at Splasso. Dude, if anybody makes a project about your project, makes a video about your project, you should watch. That's all I'm gonna say. If you don't even watch your own material, what people talking about your project, what are you here for? Like, you really don't give a D. All you gonna do is dump on us if that's the case. So anyway, all right, let's talk about this real quick. Y'all know how I get off on a tangent. Y'all know. Okay. Part of the main subject of today, we're gonna jump back to it. but I'm gonna touch it lightly now. So drip has went up in price, and it went up dramatically. And I want to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Especially in this DeFi space, man, the blockchain never lies, just never lies. What a lot of people are doing, not just from Avarice, but also from uh, Piston, from Elephant Money, from all of these other sites. A lot of whales allegedly are taking gains from over there and dumping it back in here. And that could be seen as a mirage to some people. You know what I'm saying? Make it look like, oh, it's going up, it's going up. And then they the ones that dump on you. And I'm not saying that's happening here, but it is a possibility. And you know, ain't nobody gonna talk about it but me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it is. They be too scared. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, that can be an issue. However, nonetheless, I keep telling y'all, we all still a part of drip in some way. If drip succeeds, we all kind of succeed. All the projects pretty much have something that they can use as that bouncing board to the next level, especially when it comes to marketing. It don't matter what you think about how they did the marketing's working. And the marketing, you know, if you're creating people who are obsessed with your project, I mean, I think that's ultimately the goal. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they've done that. Now, on our team, on Team Muddy, what we doing over here? Right now, if that price going up, you gotta still think we got one more decimal place to go. You know what I'm saying? Like it's up to $13 today. It needs to be $130 to get back to where it was. So we still got a long way to go. We excited, but we ain't gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Drip and what it's doing. The main thing I'm taking away, and I'm gonna come back and talk about Drip, but the main thing I take away from Drip is that we get to get something every day. And I think that's very, very important, especially in a bear market, because it's hard to be happy when you see red on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, how can you do that? Okay, Tony say he didn't pay James. Smoke, what up? What's good? Smoke? Hey, we going to the roof. Okay, and that's good. Did you pay him in tokens though? Back teller. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Now let me show y'all my team. Y'all know how I do, man. Y'all know how I do. I show the squad, bro. Listen. I keep telling y'all, bro. Some of y'all just like to watch. I get it. Some of y'all like to play from the stands. I get it. I was a player though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in the mix. Coach calling plays for me. Get in the game, man. Get in the game, bro. I'm giving drip away, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask the Telegram. They know. All right. So y'all know how we do. 8, 9, 2. I'm really should say them 3, but I'm gonna say them 2. 2, 12. See? And whoever this is, shout out. He been rolling, bro. Like, that's it, rolling. And now look at him, getting his own dividends or her own dividends, all that good stuff. 4, 1. Look at the new guys. Look, my man's. Look, he's still holding that 6 dripping as well. I keep telling him, go on, put it in so I can airdrop it, bro. Right now, I don't know what you're trying to do. But either way, man, this community, listen, all these influencers out there, a lot of them ain't giving y'all nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna be real. Like, stop believing in dreams. Don't believe in fairy tales no more. Y'all too old for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm gonna be real. Come up to the Muddy Crypto movement, and we'll be honest with you. We'll tell you what's going on. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. All right. So let's do it. All right, so now we got to talk about Animal Farm next. Y'all know what time it is. Listen, we do this in order every day. Every day, y'all should be checking y'all wallets with me, all right? And y'all should be, I ain't saying being everything, being what you want, but if you are in these projects, bro, make sure that you get in your strategy when I'm talking. You feel me? All right, now, y'all see what my goal was. Muddy's first goal. Y'all know I got different. I always got a weird angle. Like, nobody thinks of the angles I think of. My main goal, my first goal was to get 0 time remaining on these stakes. That was it. That's A1 priority, was to get 0 on these stakes. So you know, we here now, and we here at a point now, all of this can be liquid. Should all of it be liquid? I don't know. Now, nobody gonna talk about this. They really quiet about pigs and Animal Farm. And this is what I say, bro. Let me say this. Y'all know how I get on my little tangents. I hate fair weather fans, bro. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Cardinals fan. And I'm a Rams fan, bro, for life. I'm going in the grave with them teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't change. I don't switch up. Like these dudes, bro. Like, oh, drip's up. I'm going to talk drip. Drip is great. But they never talk about what about the other contracts y'all promote? Like, come on. Keep it even. Listen, it's going to be good days. It's going to be bad days. I just don't like that on a bad day they don't want to talk about it. Why the price going down? Oh, don't worry about it. You get money. No. It's not that. Don't oversimplify this because this is investing. You know what I'm saying? Not financial advice, none, but this is but this is investing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all know how I don't preach ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Like we preach you knowing more information. We want you to eat the apple. Go ahead and bite it, bro. Eat the apple. Anyway, all right. So right now, the game plan is usually if the truffles get over $5, that's when I sell. Everything else I roll every day. So it's coming up on some time to roll. The main thing is you just got to get a strategy and kind of stick with it. Expect the price to keep going down. There's still gonna be people staked out. Some of y'all stay for 152 weeks. Now I was telling you, you know what I'm saying? But I know y'all do what y'all want to do. Y'all believe. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? We gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? That's how we learn. However, just understand that there's still more stakes to come. And then not just that, these stakes really kind of never die. Unless I'm seeing something wrong. I don't see these max accounts going down, max payouts going down. So I don't know how this dies. So just keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, teach his own. You might love it, you might hate it, whatever. Okay, shout out to Danny Ybarra. Hey, listen, you know what? Shout out to Juice Man. At least he pop on. Hey, listen, Tony Ybarra, Daniel Ybarra, he's so scared, and I know he watched. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I told y'all, man, the top influencers watch and the top devs, bro. They know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I did what you said you was going to do. So you said I need to show off your project in its best light. So I'm trying to do the best I can do. You know what I'm saying? Stake balance, I don't got all the money y'all got. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me some of that cake that y'all got from that farm. And then I can add to these pigs. How about that? You know what I'm saying? But no. But we add pigs here to kind of see what's going to happen here. Now, today I got 5 cents of claimable BUSD. That's good. And it withdraws the pigs slow. So, the main thing is BUSD rewards vault is going down. And also, Forex, are you staked in cake? Like the cake PCS cake? Like, because that has a time lock on it now. So I think he got this time. I think that cake ain't gonna get released until July. I don't know. Somebody find that contract address so we can look that up. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that. All right. What else? Real quick, let's jump to Drip Garden. Hold on, buddy. Drink your water. Frankly, not paying a lot of attention to the trunk right now. No, it's about his community. Free. Okay. Bertha is a key. What's the door? Okay. Smart. Muddy Crypto Moon. You already know what time it is. The Angel. The truth. I said the truth. I appreciate that, the Angel. I appreciate that. All right. Now, real quick, especially my news. If you are in Drip Garden, I need them ears perked up. All right. I need them ears up. I need y'all listening. Right now, remember, you have to kind of get a schedule. The way this recompounded work, at least the way it's coded, is that it drops down to 1% every time you harvest these seeds. So right now, as the farms are about to come out, one thing you need to pay attention to is make sure you're saving up a little bit of this Drip USD pair. Ain't nobody gonna give y'all that tip. You know what I'm saying? Save up a little bit of that because you're gonna be able to put that into the farm. And I think it makes pigs. I don't know. I think it makes more pigs. However, you see this contract now, it's jumped up a little bit ever since Avarice. I don't know. Avarice is just feeding a lot of these Forex contracts for some reason. I don't know why, but coincidences. But either way, just make sure that you, like I said, you have something here, just so you can participate in the farms, especially if you don't want to put on dry powder. Shout out to Juice Man with that one. If you don't want to put dry powder in there, make sure you do that. So this right now I need to do something with this. I probably need to take that out because I don't have much here and just keep adding to this until it comes out, and then we'll reassess this contract. All right, y'all know how it is. And shout out to my cousin going back and I was talking to him. We in warp speed over here. Everything is fast. So he like, bro, I'll do that in a week. I'm like, Nick, do it today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, do it right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need to calm down and chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm used to let's get it done. So so with this again, think about the future with this. All right, let's keep it moving. I gotta start closing windows now. All right. Look at Cuzzy Crypto. Bing, what up, though? The right audience is here with more facts, D. That's a dope. I love that comment. That's dope. Look at Brian. That's my dog. You are watching the DeFi Degenerate Show with Muddy Mo. Please come in and hit that like. Don't do that. Don't freeload. Don't do it over here. Just all I ask, hit the like. Or if you don't like it, hit the dislike. It don't matter. It counts both ways. I told y'all. It's all good. You know, I'm the Muddy is the what's called the king op. Y'all know what the op is? I'm king op. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, though. You know what I'm saying? I told you I love the way games. I'm a ball player. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Smart. Get them likes up. All right. Let's talk about it. And I don't know if he's still in the chat. But Juice Man's in the chat. Want to talk about the project, hopefully now. Last video was Surviving Elephant Money. Shout out to him for even coming on. A lot of people don't come on to live shows, a lot of devs especially. So shout out to him for that. That's growth. But I will say the main issue continues to be is stampede dumpers. It is groups of people dumping this stuff. And that puts us all in an awkward position because it don't matter what nobody says or does, they're going to dump. So the issue is trying to figure out the fastest way to get Bertha this. I call her Bonquisha. Until she hit 200 trillion, her name is Bonquisha. She ain't Bertha yet. She Bonquisha. She got to hit 200 trillion, and that's very, very important. Now, this is the problem. And this is why, if you own, I hope you own, Juice Man, because you got to hear this. This, I know you say you're not worried about the trunk price. However, it's not about, I understand you know the mechanics of how the elephant treasury is going to, that's not even going to be an issue if the elephant treasury is correct. I get that. However, the main thing is knowing where the people are. You have to always make sure you respond in a certain way. And you're a dev, so you probably never worked like customer service, like directly with people. You know what I'm saying? But working with directly with people, bro, like they could be dead wrong. And I worked in a lot of public settings. You know what I'm saying? Managed a lot of, I've had bad employees, bad bad everything, bad bosses, everything. So there's certain ways that you can diffuse a situation. And even if you're not going to do nothing, at least act like you are. You know what I'm saying? Like that's sometimes like y'all anybody see Friday at the next? He's like, look, I got robbed. I called the police. I know y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Just whoop beat somebody up on the way to the precinct. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people just need something to get behind. And the issue is, let me just be honest. The issue is that the raffle, it appeared like it was going to be the saving grace. Maybe it's the verbiage that y'all using. Now, I will say this. One issue that I got with the whole team over there is G Damas, whatever the person names is. Like, it's too much of that person's personality, even in y'all Discord. And then in the chat, it's like, ask the people they own right now. They'll tell y'all. It's lame. Nobody uses that. Y'all might as well have an announcement channel. Because it's the key is if you opened it up for people to talk, it will probably incite them more to want to be a part of something. Right now, people are like torn apart. They don't want to be a part of nothing. They just want their money. You know what I'm saying? They can't see the future. All they see is what's right now. Now, I already said it's two options. And I was very clear on my Surviving Elephant Money video the other day. Y'all know I was. Two major things. The vault token, which is just sitting there, I think it's at 19 cents today, right? You got that. That's on, I think it's Ethereum. Then the biggest thing is you have to use what's right in front of your hands. You already got the stuff right there, all the ingredients. Use the elephant token. The elephant token needs to be more than just receiving reflect tokens. Like I said, shout out to, I think it was Mumbo. Who y'all ever had Mumbo sauce? Y'all know about the Mumbo sauce? I think his name was Mumbo or something yesterday, but he said this. Yes. He was like, right now, wrapped elephant would be fire. Yes. I keep saying, we in DeFi. We don't want to believe in nobody. We want to believe in ourselves. Give us a contract that'll help us believe in ourselves. We already know about bankroll flow. We know what that can do. We know now, right now, it's too much instability here in this contract, right? It's just, it'll be fine. And have people like, no, it won't. Oh, yes, it will. It's too much back and forth. Give us something to take our minds off all that. Give us the contract. Elephant's sitting right there. It's our decision to spin our elephant. If we ain't doing nothing with it, no way. We don't want to sell it. Am I being real, y'all? If I ain't being real, hey, y'all please let me know. Pop in the chat. It's all good. But that's one of the main issues with this. Hey, it's like saying, yeah, the king out. You heard me? I was radio sack salesman in high school. Okay, good. So I hope you got cussed out because to be real with you, I learned the most from the most hostile customers. I'm not a hostile customer though. You know what I'm saying? I'm still what we doing over here. We still rolling. We still rolling. Instant P. I told y'all I'm an owner in this. I'm Instant P and I'm rolling. I ain't taking it out. So all I'm trying to say is you have to give the people something else. And maybe, like I say, maybe somebody do have a better idea. It's just Steve Jobs did not create none of that stuff. He just had the framework in his mind, right? Then beyond that, you have to do something else. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. Again, another thing is I get this works for this contract, but again, there needs to be some separate entity that who cares if it dies? We understand the risk, but we need to do something to build Bertha, and we just want to be allowed to help. At least take people's ideas and take them seriously. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Diamond team. Now, let's talk about it. I told y'all, Jonathan, where little Jonathan at? You know, y'all know. Look, and then Jonathan, one of the main dudes, want to style on people, man. This dude, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of these dudes rushing to the mic every time just to get their referral address out. I'm gonna be real with you. Like Jonathan's a shield, and Jonathan, you're welcome to come on my show, sir. I would love to have you. I would love to talk to you. Now, Juice Man, did y'all pay Jonathan? Did y'all pay Jonathan? Because Jonathan act like, man, I know how he get down. Jonathan, every time I see this contract, I get mad at him. Oh, I'm not giving anybody referrals, bro. Why are you in this space? You're trying to take out of the space, right? You're not helping us by recording a video, bro. It's 8 videos just like it. Stop it. Anyway, listen, we don't have nothing giving us BNB every day, y'all. I keep trying to explain these things. BNB is the staple of the Binance Smart Chain, if y'all didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, look, it's working now. I love that they put the 5X status on here. This is the Jonathan block. This was blocking the drip farm from taking all the money out. So I said, basically, this dude stole. Anyway, he put 0.1 BNB in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, whatever. Anyway, just notice that now it gets to 5X, and then you max out, then you have to redeposit real BNB. Now, pay attention, and I'm gonna keep it moving, but pay attention. Total withdrawn is kind of getting up there to the total BNB deposits. In this contract, I would not worry as much about that, just because of the simple fact that you got to get Jonathan up out of there. You got to get him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Make him have to put some money in. No, I'm just playing. But whoever is, it's a lot of people that was over that 5X already. So they just selling so they can get up out of there. So hold tight, y'all. The contract in itself still works. So that's all we want, bro. Get some BNB every day. It's a good look for us. Okay. Post stream, y'all. Okay. Yeah, I did. It's posted at the top. Talking about how people on at the end. So if you want to come on at the end, because I got a couple subjects to go, but I would be happy to have you on. I would rather you really kind of schedule something, but I'll have you on. Yeah, Brian, I got you. Yeah, it should be in the link. If it's not, it's in the Telegram. Y'all go get it from the Telegram. How about that? It's in the Telegram for sure. Go get it from the Telegram. How about that? Check out the Muddy Crypto Movement. We fire. All right. Anyway, next one up is Piston Race. Now, I told y'all, listen, Baba, that's my dog. That's my dog, man. Listen, Baba, he's part of a team. I get it. And I think this is just me. Y'all know how I am. I have conspiracy theories and all that sometimes, you know. I think the group, whoever team is leading this, I think they split on things. Just because, you know, it's a mixture of what this is. Like, who's the target audience? Is it, you know, guys in a suit every day, or guys like us who wear t-shirts and sit in front of a screen? You know what I'm saying? Who is it? Who's the target audience? But I think Piston Race is definitely solid though. And the tokenomics are there. These contracts, what we starting to see is patterns. All right. So, you know, it started with Flow, and then we had Drip. Now we got, you know, more clones. It's not, I can't call them clones. This is not none of those. But either way, we just start to see the same trend. Now, part of that reason could be because we got the same whales. That's what is. Listen. We're gonna talk about whales in a minute, but a lot of these influencers y'all see, they're not rushing no time to put on no video until something comes out. You see how fast Avarice links went up? I'm just saying. Y'all have to pay attention to these things. But piston race, man, with the auto compound, bro, like that is, oh man, that's a good look, man. That's good, man. Just some more stuff for us to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's good though. It lets you not look at it. Now, one issue I would have is leaving it on too long. Like, you know, understand the power of compounding. Like now, what Bank Teller could do, he could come on and let us get some bots. Help us with some bots. And I'm not talking about a legal bot, but a bot that can help us do these withdrawals and rolls and all that. Because what that does do, that essentially lets you compound, get more over time. Because power compound is very, very strong. But either way, piston race. I do like the mechanics of it. I do like the future. Now, y'all know, come to the Muddy Crypto movement. Baba come through us. He rock with us. Baba say, I'm gonna drop it here. He know where the real people are. You see what I'm saying? Listen, there's more things to come. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm gonna work with Baba, Nigel. Shout out to them. However, we got to make sure we keep in mind there's NFTs coming and there's games coming. All that won't mean nothing if we don't have adoption. So y'all keep pushing over there, piston race. I see what y'all doing. Y'all trying to hold on. And then the big thing is y'all don't have these other groups got whales already, like whales. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a part of what they do. It's gonna be harder for y'all without getting VCs or whales, bro. I'm just gonna be real. Y'all can't compete without getting something. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes, they move in packs. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be hard for you. I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I am. I don't lie to nobody. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Okay, let's see. Brian pulled up. Brian, can you do me a favor? Can you post the link in the chat for me, if you don't mind? Appreciate you, bro. All right, let's do it. We still moving. All right, another one. I just listen. Every day is somewhere y'all could be making some money, man. Ain't no reason for you sitting out here get nothing every day and just looking at the show. Don't look at. I know I'm the show. You know what I'm saying? But don't just. So I keep telling y'all, don't be on the sidelines. The girls like the guys playing. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So here's what it is. All right. Real quick on this with BNB Miner. Best really the kind of the first miner. First move is advantage. It's still around. They change and tweak some things. They lower my total value locks a whole lot. A whole lot. I think I had some BNB, a couple BNB here, but whatever. But it is what it is. You can use it as such. Another thing, like we just use these contracts, we learning too. It's gonna really show us, especially like Drip Guard and all of the contracts and Piggy Bank. It's kind of based off of this style, so you can see taking a certain percentage instead of taking a big chunk of it. All of that stuff is a good learning opportunity for us. So it is what it is. Okay, hold on. I got a couple more, and then we're gonna get to these main subbies. A couple more, we're gonna get to the main subbies. All right, let's talk about Avarice. Now, I'm gonna touch it now, and I'm gonna come right back because I'm gonna hit it hard. Ignorant, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Now, Avarice is basically an auction and a staking platform. It allows you to first, enter the auction with BNB, right? And you get tokens, and then you can stake those tokens, or you can sell them, I believe. So, is what it is. Now, one thing I think they're going to change, which I don't think they're going to keep up, is this recent events. Because right now, as y'all see, and I like to look at the specifics of this, this contract is going up in popularity fast, kind of too fast. Look at this: 1,000, 1,100, 1,600, 2,800, 31. It's not gonna keep going up. You know what I'm saying? So just new people, you might get excited. Oh, I gotta jump in. Listen, in a week, just unless you already in or you about to well up real quick, unless you're doing that, I would say give it 3 days. Wait 3 to 4 days and see what happens. I guarantee you, I ain't gonna say guarantee you, but I really pretty much think that this ABC price has got to drop because this is a lot of BNB, man. And a lot of this is coming from our space. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being real with you. Do what you want to do though. But it, is what it is. And each day, like I say, depending on how many people get in the auction, depending on how many you receive based on how much you put in. Y'all see, we just put our little meager 0.01. We broke. You know what I'm saying? We doing what we got to do though. We got the staking. Let's go to the staking. Oh, 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. Oh, whoa. That just, how I feel. They say you're not supposed to drink cold water. I don't care what they say. I'm drinking cold water. Y'all, they say you're supposed to drink room temperature water. Who want to drink room temperature water? quick story, real quick, man. I had an uncle. He's real selfish. He had a fresh gallon of orange juice, right? I'm like, man, let me get a gas. Let me get some of that orange juice. He like, oh no, you gotta drink some water first. This dude gonna get like a vase, fill it up with warm room temperature water, and he said, you gotta drink this before you get some orange juice. I said, you know what? I sure will. You know what I'm saying? I sat there and drank every drip. About to throw up. So I'm like, I'm ready for my juice. This fool gonna get out the smallest cup he can find. Fill it up with ice. I mean, pack the ice, like pack the ice in there and then pour some orange juice. I'm like, really, bro? Like you that petty? You too old to be that petty. Anyway, y'all know how I am. I get ignorant sometimes. Don't worry about me. All right. So you can stay here now. It is paying off, right? Right now, it's look like I know it's hard to do the math with this account, but it looks like it's doing, I think it's like 20% per day, roughly. So you should ROI right now in 5 days. In 5 days, trust me, it's going to be probably a 10-day, 20-day ROI. It's going to get worse. Typically, that's what these contracts do. Now, I don't know where the BNB is going to come from to have this thing keep growing. So just keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like you might get a bargain basement price in a week, and then the whales probably move on. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so we're going to talk about especially the whales that's in this contract and how it connects to Drip Network and even some other contracts too. So it is what it is. Another one I'm liking, and I'm gonna keep it moving, is HNW. Somebody sold me on this. Somebody got me in on this. I'm gonna talk about that more because I gotta do my research. I ain't did all my research on it, so we're gonna get back to that another time. Okay, let me see what y'all got going on. Okay. D say never trust elephant. Why, D? Why? That was a lot of money stolen from Stampede. What do you mean, D? What do you mean? Because I don't know if I disagree or agree, which I don't know. You said stolen. What do you mean? I just let me share this link. I just think we need a different way to incite Bertha or Bonquisha. You know what I'm saying? We got a different way to incite Bonquisha. You know what I'm saying? Once we start feeding her some different stuff, I think she gonna eat and be good. But you know, I told y'all I got the perfect name, Peanuts. What do elephants eat? All right, I'm gonna stop. All right, let me post this link one time. Brian, you just scared BT away. He said he don't want none of you. Brian, why are you scaring people, man? No, just playing. I'm joking. All right, StreamYard link is in the description. All right. Let's talk about the first main token of today. Or the main subject of today. And it is the SoulBound token. Now, I think it was Zach. Somebody asked, I don't know why the link didn't go through, but somebody asked about what is SoulBound tokens and what does it do. So I'm gonna read through this. I'm not gonna read it all. Man, who is one dude? Have y'all seen this influencer? This is why I tell y'all views don't count. Before I do this real quick, one influencer, he literally reads the news every day. He get like 500,000 views. I'd be like, yo, like, oh, these don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's reading the news to people. Like, and he does the same comments every time. I'm like, come on, bro. You better than this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I thought he was, but you know, here's what it is. Okay, so yeah, so we'll get y'all know how I get off track a little bit, so we'll get back on things. All right, now, really quick, this is really important. Ethereum creator Vitalik Buterin has proposed a new kind of token standard, right? And basically, it's gonna change the world. You know what I'm saying? So the SoulBound tokens are non-transferable NFTs, and it's held by a unique wallet. So basically, it's like giving all of our wallets or each wallet that's in existence or whatever, how they're going to connect this, is giving all those wallets a face, basically, or a connection. This can be used in a lot of different ways. Like, you know, I'm thinking right now, passports, and it's a lot of ways that this can be implemented. Now, remember, at the very beginning of all of this stuff, like, you know, we in DeFi, we deep into these contracts and stuff, but we gotta zoom out. You know what I'm saying? Every time we want to get a full glimpse of something, we have to zoom out. All right. So if we zoom all the way out, right? If we go all the way back, think about crypto, think about blockchain technology bigger than that, right? Right now, it's people in Africa, Venezuela, America, inflation problems and unbanked problems, that all these things that, you know, we can be fixed through blockchain technology. So essentially, what this is doing, what these SoulBound tokens are doing, these non-transferable NFTs, it's essentially making Web3 viable. You know what that means? Basically, with these, that's KYC, basically, essentially. So now in DeFi, if especially this is why these contracts, this is why I love why I'm talking here, because these contracts, if these devs get it together, they will be ahead of the new world. Seriously, because with this happening, right, it's going to make DeFi just as important as TradFi, traditional finance banks. You see what I'm saying? To be able to actually say this is your account and this is that, it just really, really helps. How many of y'all hate when y'all have to call in somewhere and give all this information 20 times? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then they still don't get it. Then they say, oh, you can push the numbers so you get the boop, 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 boop. You always mess up. It take 30 minutes. So that's what this basically gets over, man. It essentially eliminates that. Now, y'all know how I feel about Vitalik. I don't understand why he was paying the miners for so long. That was not a necessary evil. However, people mess up and people can come back. And he came back. And I appreciate him for working on something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just thought he was just, we just thought he was just getting slapped around. You know what I'm saying? But at least he was working on something. Now, what does that tell you? That tells you that Vitalik is trying to be a bridge, just like the Winklevoss twins and all them people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, all the Bitcoin heads, y'all know the names. I don't even know them all. Just like all of them are trying to be a bridge, and Coinbase is trying to be a bridge, or was trying to be a bridge. I think Vitalik with this could make, if this is going to be based on Ethereum, I think it is. That's going to be dangerous to pulse chain. Unless Ricky can do it, which I think he could, but Vitalik's gonna have the ups with these companies, and y'all gotta think, all the money, all we doing is splashing around money. We'll talk about that later. That's the second main subject. However, and y'all watching the DeFi Degenerate show with Muddy Mo, hey man, don't come in here freeload, man. Hit that like, and also, man, hit the share with y'all groups too, man. Get them on over here, man. You know what I mean? But anyway, so this is, man, listen, we making our little things every day, right? Doing what we do, but this is bigger than us, right? We gotta see what's coming. What else? Okay, so let me read what to say. So instead of a hiring manager, just say you're trying to get a job, right? Instead of a hiring manager calling up your alma mater and checking your LinkedIn and doing all this stuff and checking your resume and all that stuff, what they could do is you could have a wallet with this soul token. What is it called? I gotta get it right. The SoulBound. I gotta get my own soul token. So you can have a soul token in your wallet, right? And it connects all your information to that person. Now we know that can cause a lot of issues. You know what I'm saying? So there's gonna be black hats on that too. So just know what we're gonna get into. So here's what it is. Okay, what else? Oh, also, now this is a big thing. This is a big thing. The first ever crypto native's nightmare: losing access to your wallet, losing your keys, right? So is it going forever? So the papers co-authors proposed an idea called community wallet recovery, meaning that recovering a soul's private keys will require members from a soul's community to consent. So you basically can consent, so you won't have to be responsible on your no, you can just basically consent. If you lose your keys, somebody steal your keys somehow, then you can actually get your wallet back. That is definitely a Muddy Mo. Bing! What? Oh, listen. Y'all know how I don't just talk crypto all the time. I don't talk general crypto. This is important, man. What? That means everybody. Now, half of y'all don't tell y'all family about crypto because y'all know they're going to lose their keys. Or, man, I forgot my password. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't write their stuff down. Maybe it's just my family, my people's. But it is what it is. That's dope. Another thing. Now, y'all know how bad these telegrams is, right? Listen. Spam. So allegedly, I guess you can use these NFTs to block spam out or to keep the bull out your way. I guess I don't know, but that's fire if it can connect. I don't know. This is dope, bro. Free speech. We heard that one before. A soul on free. Okay, so I'm gonna end this up. So basically, y'all know Web3 is here. You know what I'm saying? Web3, basically making it able for us to use smart contracts all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And this type of NFT is going to be very, very, very popular and very, very important, especially not to us because we get it already. It's to them who's on the other side. They don't know what none of this is. And to have that kind of security now, you're thinking bigger, think bigger than yourself. Think like the owner, don't think like the worker, right? You got insurance, which is very big. And then you have, other things like you have companies with multiple. It's just so many layers of things that's in traditional finance that this is going to make it easier for them to transition over into decentralized finance. So y'all in the right place. Y'all in the right place. All right. Let's keep it moving. Now, we're going to talk more about SoulBound in the future. I just had to touch on it a little bit because I'm excited. It excites me. You know what I mean? It's dope. Okay. Okay, yep. Yeah, we got BT backstage. You're going to have him on in just a second. D say, join the devil in referral, sneaky Jonathan. Right, D. Hey, listen, Jonathan, listen, he can hide all he want. And he's, oh, you don't have enough views for me to talk to you. I've been here way longer than you, Jonathan. You was playing your guitar, selling, what was he selling, Brian? Purple mattresses? Purple mattresses 3 months ago, sir. So you can't tell me nothing. Like, bro, I've been in pretty much all these contracts longer than you've been in DeFi. Stop it. Anyway. Y'all know how I get, bro. I just don't like people messing. This is my space. I don't like people messing with my space. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in here stealing from our people and then saying, oh, well, you just believe in me. That's why you did that. No, we didn't believe in you. All right. Anyway, so let me transition over. Just real quick before I jump out, I got to talk about Avarice and Drip. Is Avarice funding Drip? Is Avarice funding Drip? What y'all think? Real quick, gotta talk about y'all favorite. He's an influencer. He's not a dev. Well, I don't know if he's a dev. I know he's an influencer though. Ricky Richard Hart with my daughter's Louis Vuitton bag. no. Ricky has been doing what Ricky does, and I don't know, bro. It's hard to keep up all the time with what Ricky's doing. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. I just like to go through it, just see now. Oh, y'all don't know, like, why is he wearing that picnic table shirt? Listen, this shirt worth about, I think it's like $1,000. We can Google it. It's a Louis shirt. Yeah, it's a Louis shirt. This is very expensive stuff, but the problem is Ricky wears, like, he wear it dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever see somebody with some new shoes, but they wear them dirty? Like, he wears this stuff like, I'm trying to be gaudy, and it's not funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he could just be fly. Anyway, that's just, y'all know how I am. I have to talk about random stuff sometimes. So I just want to talk about that. Still things going on with the hexagons and all that good stuff. So it is what it is. Okay, let's go to the second main event, and then I'm gonna open it up. We got BT on, we got Brian on. Listen, y'all, listen, link in the description there. Y'all can call on in a second, bro. This is what we do. It's what we do. Okay. What I was gonna do? Okay. Drip. Now, real quick, because y'all know ain't nobody gonna talk about this, but I will. Now, you have to understand that there's not a lot of coincidences in this space, right? It's not a lot of people, you know, same few devs, really same few influencers, really the same users too. We all in the same Telegram groups, all that good stuff, right? You gotta understand when people are urged, or when people have seen extraordinary gains, that alters everything that they do going forward. Shout out to everybody that's in all these platforms, because if you're in them, at least you believe a little bit to us in decentralization and finances for all of us, right? Or I hope. The issue that I think I'm seeing is that the drip price went up over the last 2 days. Let's look at the drip price. Hopefully, let me see if Rose are playing fair today. The drip price has rose over the last 2 days, 3 days, whatever it's been. Let's see. And it's so closely connected to Avarice. Now, y'all know I ain't scared of nobody. That's not what I am. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? So all these influencers, y'all know who they are. If y'all need me to name them, I can't. But y'all know who they are. It was all drip. It was all Animal Farm, but especially all drip up until 3-4 days ago. Then here comes Avarice. That's the one contract. Now, I need y'all to pay attention to something, because think about how many contracts have come out. Now, it's been 3 days of green. That's what I wanted to see. So it's been 3 days. Let's look at Avarice real quick. And we just speculating. I don't have proof. Y'all don't think, I don't have no proof. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just playing, I guess. You know what I'm saying? This conspiracy theory stuff. Whatever. But what I can say is that let's go to the auction lobby, and you can see the buys and the sales, what's going on over here, right? And I'm telling y'all, that auction gonna slow down. It happens every time. Okay, let me see it come up. Now, y'all in the chat, please excuse me, y'all. Please tell me, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Is this not heavily correlated with Drip Network? Was this not planned out? Hey, y'all, we need a platform. Hey, listen, I know this dev over here creating this project. Hey, we need something to get behind so we can boost this up. And that's the conversation. They have secret groups. Y'all think a group of 5,000-6,000 people gonna have anything of value in there? They ain't talking about nothing in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't gonna talk about nothing of importance. Trust me, man. These, Drip Network, just like some other projects, not just them, have whale groups and they dump together. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing it with all the contracts. It's the same people, bro. It's not us. Y'all who like me, we minnows, we sharks, whatever y'all are, guppies, whatever. And we rolling away. You know what I'm saying? Thinking we got a future here. And they just dumping away on our heads, just dumping. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So all I'm trying to say is do we have a problem here where projects like Avarice, who does have an MLM model, so it means you're highly incentivized to shill it, basically, right? Do we have a problem with whales from Drip, Elephant Money, Piston Race, wherever you're coming from? Do we have a problem with them basically arbitraging platforms? So basically taking out of one platform to bring back to their platform. Now, all the other tokens, if you're not in the green today, you're probably not on the hot seat. Not for this. So I'm just saying, this don't look right that Drip is up in the last 3 days and it's green. You see what I'm saying? And what this is a mirage, because the people that own most of these tokens have a vested interest in this price going up to make you want to buy this and think it's going to keep going up, and they already have enough Drip to dump it back down quickly. You see what I'm saying? And this is what it is, bro. Now, the thing is, you're going to always have whales in contracts. That's what devs know. That's why they don't like to talk against whales all the time. But I already keep saying, man, same thing to make you laugh, make you cry. These dudes are the ones that's really hurting the projects, bro. I'm just gonna be real with you. They selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. Any influencer who's getting $10,000 a day should not need to be monetizing on YouTube, bro. Like, that doesn't, like, why waste my time? You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't even have to hit the skip ad. That's all I'm saying. These guys, man, like they are so out of touch. Now, let me go to something real quick, because a lot of these are Drip influencers. They label themselves Drip influencers. So it is what it is. This is what they do. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Don't panic. I'm gonna get y'all up here in just a moment. Don't panic. But this is what they do. Let me show y'all. Oh, this ain't what I wanted to see. Okay, that ain't work out like I wanted. That ain't what I wanted. Okay. Anyway, so all in all, bro, all I'm trying to say is that these guys could be easily arbitraging these platforms and then making us all believe falsely that this is going to keep going up and it's going to be promoted. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. Wait till the next week. Half of them ain't going, because they already going to have all the referrals. You have to see what happens when the referrals stop. That's what tells you who's who and what's what. Seriously. Ain't none of them here for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, come use my referral. I care. This is great. It's always great. You know what I'm saying? Like, when is it not great? I'm tired of everything being great. How many projects have y'all been in over the last year, 2 years, 3 years? None, like not many. So maybe 2. You know what I'm saying? So none of these have last. So stop believing all that. That's all I'm trying to say. And not just that, you have to know what you're looking at. Before you get into Avarice, it's things that's happening behind the curtains. I keep saying all these guys is making these videos with these numbers, bro. Okay, great. All that does not matter, bro. If I want to dump this, I am dumping it. Whatever numbers you have is about to go down. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't matter. Like, it does. Okay, it's great. It's great to see. It's great to see the potential. But man, screw all that. I need to know how people are thinking that's in this contract. And I'm telling y'all right now, this is how I'm thinking, because I'm in this contract too. I'm thinking that this contract is going to die hard when it does. I don't know how long it's going to be. It could last a year. I don't know. But all I do know is it looks as if they are arbitraging, taking from Avarice and putting over to Drip. I know what I wanted to show y'all. My bad. I know what I got. I know what it is. Okay, this is what I want to show y'all. So now, how many days can you stake? Minimum 1? Let me see. How many days? You can stake 1 day? Yeah. Okay, so for the last 3 days, it's day 7 today. So the past 3 days, boom, boom, boom. Drip has gone up in price. So this ain't no real. Okay, so in this whole area here, See, they doing too much now. Hold on. Hold on, Rose. Hold on now, baby. You doing too much today now, baby. Okay, let me get this. Okay, whatever. I messed the chart up, but y'all know what I was trying to say. Basically, for the last 3 days, you've seen a direct correlation with the price jump of drip and the quick price accumulation of Avarice, right? And you saw a lot of people pumping it, right? Got you. They should have been pumping this a week ago, right? If they were really a part of this thing, 2 weeks. Yeah. So all I'm trying to say is know what you're seeing when you're seeing it. Now, the bigger question is it wrong? Do y'all think that it's wrong for them to arbitrage these platforms? You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is to me. My thing is I'm used to them whales in these contracts. The main thing is if you get a strong enough contract, you can kind of negate them a little bit. But for the most part, especially with drip, like they together. You know what I'm saying? So when whales swim together, they really control some stuff. And I think that's what we kind of seeing with the space. So now, should other projects get a group of whales together? Is it all about just getting a group of money together? If that's what these projects are coming to, then I don't know what the future is, because y'all got to think, y'all whales in this space, we whales today, man. It's people outside who will sneeze this money. That, you know what I'm saying? Like this is nothing to them. I'm just saying we have to think, what do y'all want traditional finance to do? Now, if they come over, now they the whales. Now what happens? They come in not knowing what our space is and they running stuff. So all I'm saying is it's better, especially for the space, for everybody to have an opportunity. Don't give us fake price jumps. Only whales can move the price. Period. Point blank. It is what it is. So that's all I had to say, man. Hey, y'all have anything, questions about that? I know I'll be all on my own in left field. Y'all don't mind me, man. Don't mind me. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, what's happening, Brian? All right, y'all. So we got Bank Teller, we got Brian on the line. I'm gonna pull them up. Actually, let me close it out, and I'm gonna have a. No, I'm not gonna close it. I'm gonna let it ride. All right, Brian, what's going on, my man? 100 grand in the sand. What's up, man?
You the man with the plan.
All right. And also, I'm gonna bring Bank Teller up as well. And I'm not sure if he's still on.
I'm here.
Okay.
You hear me?
Okay. I hear you. Appreciate you coming up. Now, real quick, y'all know Brian, he a regular on the show. Y'all know he a regular. And I love the fact that Brian's up, because Brian is fairly new to the space. However, Brian, he knows what's going on pretty much. He's paying attention. He's learning. So I just really like to have him up, and I'm happy that he called up. So Bantel, I appreciate you popping on. What's going on, man?
Nothing much. I'm just freestyling this recovery, and I watch pretty much. I don't care if you only have 68 views, or if you only have like 68 followers. If you're producing YouTube and it's an elephant video, I'm watching it. It's part of my ritual. I always want to make sure that I get the pulse, especially for people who take the time to have something to say about what's going on, because they're usually invested in the space as well.
So, what you eating? Some chicken wings? You got some hot wings?
I chew gum as a stress. Sorry, I chew gum as a stress reliever.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sorry. Probably not the best thing for AMA or whatever.
No, you good. You good. This not an AMA. So I mean, we just communicate. We just talking.
Hey Mo, may I say a couple things?
Come on, Brian.
Okay. First, as far as your video about avarice and the correlation with drip, I'm not going to say I disagree with you, because I don't know enough of the intricacies in the background. Mm-hmm. But one thing I have noticed, because I'm big in the farm, mm-hmm. or with the garden anyway, even the plant contract in the past couple of days has actually went up around $15,000 to $25,000.
I saw that. Yep.
So that's new money coming in.
Is it new?
No, that's not new money necessarily coming in. That's the price of the LP token going up.
Okay. All right. And see, that there shows my lack of intellect in this space. Now,
no,
you good, Brian? You good? Yeah.
Now, the one question I did have, and Bank teller, I have heard. Well, I know I think your name is Tony, so I will call you Tony because that's the name that you were given.
No, call me BT.
Okay, BT.
That's my name.
I have watched a couple of AMAs and stuff that were between you and Forex and all that garbage that went through. I think it was a very unfortunate event for the space because, as you can see, with me being on camera, I am not a 20 or 30 or even a 40-year-old something. I'm 53. I do have a bachelor's degree in business, so I do understand the rights and the wrong things to do. The only thing, at first, and please don't get me wrong, and I'm not trying to throw shade at you. I'm not trying to throw a dig at you.
Say what you got to say, man.
I'm just telling you my interpretation. So when I first heard everything going on and I listened to what Forex was saying, and he said something to the effect that you knew that there were issues with that contract when he gave it to you. So first, my first issue with that whole statement, in my personal opinion and in my professional opinion, he had no business giving you a contract that did not work 100%. So that's like giving somebody a car and you know that the motor's about to blow. And
Forex did not give me any contracts.
I'm sorry, say again?
Forex didn't give me any contracts. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, so Brian, go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, no, so Brian, so yeah, no, it just now again, Ben told us, but you're still new, so he didn't necessarily. I don't know if I explained it. I don't know if I even explained that. But no, he didn't give him the contract. They did have some interaction, but it wasn't him giving him the contract. To be honest with you, Brian, it's really kind of the other way around, especially with drip and bankroll flow. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Well, to me, the whole thing that I wanted to say was it seemed like in the conversation that I heard, somebody was letting somebody use something or giving them something, and it wasn't 100%. And I was like, why would you give something to somebody that?
Yeah, that was a yeah, it's
defective.
That was a kind of a miscommunication there.
Okay.
And I wish you didn't come in and see all that because I don't want to throw you for a loop. But yeah,
no, you're fine. You're fine. I mean, look at the name, thick skin. I'm good. Yeah. I did want to tell BT I am vested twice over in Elephant, and I do hope that whatever the issue is that you can get it fixed. Just please, I would ask you and implore you to do not make timeline false promises. Don't tell us that something's going to come out Monday when you know probably doggone well that it's not. And I'm not saying that you have said any of that. There's somebody else recently who has said that, and now they're backtracking their words, and it throws everybody up in the tither. And I think that that's another reason why in the space you have reluctancy to have new money coming in, especially when you have somebody that wants to really, invest into something, but everything that they're doing their own research on, and they keep watching videos and they keep listening to whoever it is, and they come to find out, well, shoot, man, this guy said 4 or 5 different times that this and this is happening then and then and then, and no deadlines are ever meet. So why should I invest my money into that?
But that's not me. I don't run.
No. What I'm saying is I hope whatever is going on, if anything is going on with Elephant, that you're able to correct it, get it back on track, whatever it is, in a manner that is conducive for you to allow people to see this guy's on the level, this guy knows what he's talking about, this is something that I can actually put my money into because he's standing by his word. The other one is just,
but we're not gonna. We don't need to throw shade at Forex or anything like that. We all know what his deal is, and it is what it is. As much as the main issue with the conversation you're alluding to was that, or my main issue in general is that, as leaders in this, and first of all, I apologize to people, like, because I was like, that was the case of boys will be boys, right?
Yeah.
We're out in the parking lot,
Yeah.
it's unnecessary. But the main issue is that if you're supposed to be a leader in the space, it's not just about your pockets or even the pockets of what you perceive to be your community. First of all, in the institutional finance arena, we call that share of wallet. When I was at Fidelity, we talk about share of wallet. You don't own the customer. The customer has about 4 or 5 different financial and insurance relationships, right? And then they have even more of those relationships over the course of their life.
Right.
Switching from one bank to another, one insurance company to another, whatever. You don't own anybody. You have a share of wallet, and you have a fiduciary responsibility to protect that customer. When I say protect that customer, it means holistically protect that customer. So if you knew there was an issue with a particular system, you have an obligation to raise your hand. It's just like the little kids. See something, say something.
That's right.
That is how you operate, especially at this level. So there's no, so several actors in the space proved that they have no business or have no experience, at least in the banking arena. I do. So that's why I helped Piston Race when they had an issue. That's why I helped, other teams when, during their launches. I helped Sheep Token, degen protocol, with the design of their system.
Yes.
That's what you do. That's your responsibility. It's part of the knowledge sharing. The whole point is to move the whole space forward. The cash flow for all sort of vision that I started out with Flow was just to start, and it's not a monolith. It's not like, oh, you have to just be in my contracts and that's how we're going to achieve cash flow for all. No, we're going to achieve cash flow for all by having learned from each other, produce innovations, carry a community along. We have share of wallet, and we all we understand what works, what doesn't work, and we just try to get people further and further along, get these systems more and more sustainable, and keep the bad actors out. I'm not going to trash talk Forex when I know that, to the best of his ability and his team's ability, they produce something. It's not going to be a rug pull. Mm-hmm. That's the most devastating thing to the community is, people put trust in some new platform, new shiny thing, and then they lose all their money. And when they lose all their money, they're out of the game. They lose a bad taste in their mouth, and the chances of them coming back to the space, it's hard for people. And right now we're going into this bear market, and I'm going to end it here because I'm not trying to just talk.
And if you would, I know you're going to end your thought. But Brian, if you would, let me kind of talk to Bank. I appreciate you coming on, especially giving your perspective. But after Bank Teller finish, I kind of want to have a one-on-one with him because I just want to ask a couple questions.
Sure.
Okay. All right, go ahead. BT.
Yeah. So as we go into this deepening bear market, we got a CPI numbers coming out tomorrow. There's a lot of there's danger out there. There's the layoffs are tightening. Okay, you have to realize that the CEOs running these companies in the United States, they've already had their meetings. They've already talked to their economists. They talked to their CFOs and stuff. They've gotten whatever loans they can. They're trying to raise money. If they're startups, they're signing unfavorable term sheets where their valuations are where it's a down round, where you take money but your valuation is lower than the last round. This is what's happening, and layoffs are happening.
Yep.
Tesla laid off people. So there's going to be money tightening. Things are going to go down. I think that there's hope with this regulation, though, because I think there's enough smart enough people that are looking at crypto as like a option, as a security blanket of sorts. So this regulation is potentially a good thing, because it's going to allow the floodgates, allow a lot of money to basically go into something the size of a grape. That's what you have to think about. The stock market's an ocean, crypto's the size of a grape. So you can shove a lot of money and get a lot of gains really quickly. Once they basically look at the top 500, top 1,000 even, and green light things and disregard other things and throw money at it. So anyway,
gotcha. Okay, appreciate you, Brian. You're my man. You can sit in the back. I'll bring you back. You already know. Okay, BT, I got some questions for you.
Sure.
Because I know you said you're freestyling. I know. Thank you for kind of going back for Brian. Again, he's a newer person. He's trying to learn out what's going on, but at least letting him see your personality and kind of hearing that from you, I think that helps. However, us vets, we got some more specific questions because I know you said you're trying to freestyle what's going on.
Sure.
Are you coding something that can fix this problem right now?
Okay, so and I don't know how closely you're following just the updates and stuff that are, like the main thing is I'm on Telegram.
Now I'm gonna tell you, I don't follow your Telegram because I got muted and I don't really like the muting thing. However, I really was waiting to hear from any of your influencers or somebody publicly, and I haven't seen that. So that's been my issue: is where is this publicly? If I'm not on Telegram.
All right. So first of all, like there's no I'm the guy. There's nobody else. I mean, you have to understand my team supports me in community management. I have a PR marketing firm that helps me with social media channels.
So who mutes in the Telegram now? Is that you?
Excuse me?
Who mutes people in the Telegram?
Sorry, let me put my headphones in real quick.
Yep. And guys, the reason I'm asking these questions is because these are community. This is literally like people like, please, like it's people that have these questions and people that's in the Telegram have said that it's nothing going on there and they never say anything is going on. And my issue is that I think a lot of people are reluctant to go back to the Telegram just because they feel like they can only say things, a certain way. And I think that's hard for a lot of, especially new users, to kind of grasp that.
Okay. So yeah. So there's a new guy that I brought on recently, and then there's Ed. I'm gonna be honest with you. Between both of them, I have some issues. I feel like a little too heavy-handed. Ed can be a little too heavy-handed at times. Basically, the TG is like my office, like my perpetual office hours. I'm working in my apartment, and banging out this code and chatting with the community all day in and day out. And basically, if you're in the Telegram, though, it's like you're in the office with me, and that's the way I want it. So,
so what does that mean for the users, though?
That means that if you have stuff to talk about. That means to have stuff that's if you have sincere questions, then that's a great place to ask them, and I will definitely see them. Now we have the Discord, which is more like for anything you want to talk about, and especially if you want to talk about nonsense, because if you do have like contentious stuff to say, then post it in the Discord. We'll get to it. We'll get to it in time. The reason why, but the TG is like. That is, it's like you're going to it's literally like you're going office hours to talk to the professor or talk to the TAs and stuff like that. And we're trying to it's like, do you want to learn how to elephant money or not? If you want to learn how to elephant money, come here. If you want to come here and then we're trying to explain how stuff is working and dive into the details in excruciating detail, but we're going to tell you how it's supposed to work. And if you're like, oh, but I'm like, well, you can think that, and you can take this quiz and you'll probably fail, or you can, at some point it's just disruptive. So it's sort of like, hey, if you have stuff to say, you can say it. The place to say it is in the Discord, off to the side, but like, especially when it comes to like my time, I'm giving people the alpha for how they can actually win. And if you question that, just think about it. My personal wealth is tied up in elephant money. My personal wealth is tied up in bankroll. I haven't worked for anyone in almost 6 years, and it's all been on chain. So in every single market condition. So I know how to do this.
Got you.
So,
Now that you brought up your wallet, just quick question because this came up in my chat today. So there was some people that asked about. They saw it was the deployer wallet. I think it was the deployer bankroll network, and obviously everything's on the blockchain. So
sure.
some questions have arisen, especially in the last couple months, because they've seen multiple thousands taken out, and they feel like you're taking out of a project that you're asking people to basically arbitrage and add dry powder to. What do you say to that?
There's the deployer wallet specifically is the marketing and development wallet. We have development that's actively happening. We have marketing that's actively happening. Community management that's happening. Ads, memes, blog posts, blog contests, raffle contests. I just sent out $13,000 just today to all the raffle winners, 1,000 trunk each to their wallet. That's all. Like I have expenses the 1st and the 15th every month to pay for everything. No, everything but like that wallet is for the whole freaking project. It's like you're looking at the main wallet that pays out for Cardano.
Gotcha. And now the users don't know. And I think this is why I brought up the Telegram and the way for them to communicate. Because I get what you're saying. Some stuff is nonsense. But however, a lot of the times people are really confused. And when we don't know stuff, we start to assume stuff and we guess. And then they look at the wallets. And does that make sense?
Right. So yeah. And just to put a bow on that, it's like a lot of people, the haters, and we've had our behind closed doors conversations, but like I don't consider you like a hater. You've been with me for a long time. You have your concerns, you're voicing them, and I obviously listen. And I'm there more than you think I am. I'm there. You start talking about elephant again, I notice. As a matter of fact, it's like it's like I wonder when he's going to start covering elephant again. There are particular in not big YouTubers. You know what I mean? People from the culture. Like Dewan Trace. I'm like, Dewan, when you going to talk about elephant? And then I just sit back and watch. Oh, he finally did it, and I like, yeah.
But and I really wish other devs in the space would do that too. I mean, that's exactly what it's about. But that brings me to my next question. Did you see my video 2 days ago or the live stream 2 days ago?
I saw the surviving elephant. That was funny, and I got the reference too. I was like, you got jokes.
You like that, didn't you? Yeah, I know you like that, DT. Now, if you didn't get a chance to watch it, there was some solutions that I provided there. And
I watched it. I watched the.
Oh, you watched? Okay.
I watched it live.
Got you. Oh, nice. Even better. What I will say is this: I think people have two major questions, even with what I said. Because last time you were on, we talked about the vault token, and another major question is because I've even heard it, man, Muddy, that was a good idea, even after the fact in my DMs. Like, man, that was good. Wrapped elephant. What is the possibilities of vault and wrapped elephant being used in some kind of way to help this project survive?
I bought a shit ton of vault like right after watching your thing.
After I said that, I should have bought some before. That's what I should have did. I should have bought some before.
You should still buy. It's only going up like a cent, but it's going to start going up.
It's still a chance. Okay.
It's still it's the automate. It's the beauty of the AMM, and so when you're in that flat bottom of the curve, that's when you can do all the buying and the accumulation. Once you start hitting that hockey stick part, it's game over.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if anyone's listening, free alpha for Money's crew.
There you go.
It's for both elephant and vault. We're still in that flat part. But and actually, if you look at the Medium post that I put up today, where basically it was to talk about the raffles, what's coming for the raffles, why they're important, and where we are in sort of like the growth of Bertha.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, at 6 million in value in there, that pushed us back to basically February 22nd. So just before we started, really kicking up and exiting the flat part and going into the parabolic part. So we're right at the door.
But real quick though, Tony, I mean Bank Teller, the main thing though, BT, the main thing I'm seeing is yes, but at that point, people still believed in Stampede, which is a major difference.
No, okay. So no. Well, here's how it went. And Nina was talking about this in the chat last night because she said the same question. It was like, no, it's Stampede was just a catalyst. But once like realize that like right where we are now, as soon as we get to 100 million, there are hedge funds, crypto hedge funds. They have algorithms. They're obligated to look at us. Obligated to look at us.
100 million market cap, right?
Yes, 100 million market cap.
Okay. So
once you cross that, it's like you're off to the races. And that's and we were at 8,000 holders, and now we're at 18,000 holders, right? So that it's that doubling, more than doubling of the holders, people piling in, along with the Stampeders. Working together. So Bertha's growing, but the holders are feeding Bertha, and so this second time around, it's definitely going to be at least internally. What I'm trying to do is kickstart that catalyst, but also we have the numbers in Stampede that if every single person in Stampede, or at least like 20%, or let's say like if 2,500 people participated with like $100 a day, in 2 weeks, we would have Bertha back to where she needs to be.
So what is 250,000? So you said about what, 4 million, 5 million? What I think the people want a number like, okay, it's just like I used to work at a nonprofit, and one thing we used to do is always fundraise. And the way that we got especially the bigger donors to really reach that goal was to have them something to shoot for. Right now, I think everybody was shooting for the raffle, and that didn't quite work as they like. And then everybody was, now it's seeing like, oh, it's these groups of people that's dumping Stampede. Are we alone with this trunk token? So I think, to go back, I think the main thing is having something visual or something that people can actually physically get behind. Because right now it seems like we're going back to square one, saying, "Hey, just believe in Bertha," and that's fine. We get it, but how do we get there? In the meanwhile, we can't even redeem our trunk.
We have So I think from a fundraising perspective, we have that 200 trillion mark for Bertha.
So 3x from right now, right?
Excuse me?
So basically a 3x from where it is today, because right now it's at 82 trillion.
Yeah. At the pace we're going now, it's going to basically take us to the end of the year, but that's only the end of the year. That'll be here before we know it. But we can do better than that. Do you want to have a lot of uncertainty and basically participate in the bear market with the rest of the cryptos, or do you want to like, hey, I could put, I can at least participate once a week. If every single Stampede holder participated once a week or twice a week in a raffle, you're already invested. It's just a little bit of extra dry powder. Work as a team. Look at the participation rates. 200 max in the past couple, for this past week, only a little bit over 100 participants per day. That's pathetic.
So where do you suggest the dry powder come from? Drip, another contract? Because
it's only $100. I'm only saying 100, like we have 7,000 people. Okay, let's do some basic math here. Here we go. 1 second. Let's see.
And Brian, good question. Dry powder is just some additional funds, basically.
Two. Okay, if we have 7,000 people in Stampede, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if only 2,500 people participated per day in the raffle, at 150,000. Oh, sorry, 150 BUSD deposit. That'd be $375,000 raised every day.
But now, just say you're a user. But you're a user too, though. Hold on, because you still have this long queue that people are now starting to complain about. That
stop, don't jump around. Like okay.
I'm just saying.
Do you want to play like chess?
It leads. I got you, Tony. But at the same time, you have to understand this all runs together. To a user, they only see, oh man, I gotta wait in this queue. They don't. What I'm basically saying is they don't have. It's still not visual about what your dream of what the raffle can even do. Even those numbers, you just said 375,000. That's tangible, right? That yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so when you go load the homepage, what does it say? I modified the homepage. You load the homepage, what does it say?
Let me go to it. You said an elephant on the homepage or the trunk?
Mm-hmm. Elephant homepage. When's the last time you seen the homepage?
I'm seeing it right now.
That's not the homepage.
That's not the okay. What's the homepage?
Jesus, I like go ahead.
No. This is not. That's not a my fault thing, though, Tony. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to say.
Just go.
Okay.
Go.
So what? Tell me how to get to the website.
It's simple it is. Click the Elephant Money link. Get the home. Just
right, but
why are you going to BDO Money? Why are you not going to Elephant Money?
See, this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm here to help you. It's a disconnect. I already had that bookmark. It's easier for me. I don't want to have to go back and you see what I'm saying? I don't. If I'm already a user, I'm not going to see.
I'm gonna turn that BDO off. I'm gonna turn the BDO money.
You should. I agree with you. People have asked me what that is. I'm like, I don't want to. I agree with you. Okay, here's the homepage. I got you.
All right. What's it say?
I got 118 million at the top. Way to go to the moon. So
you're skipping over. You're skipping over what you're like.
Okay, just tell me what you. Hold on.
This is how hard the obvious is. This is our. Okay. Elephant Money is a community bank. Mm-hmm. You go to the homepage. It shows you how much money's in it. The very next thing that it shows is, do you want to fucking go to the moon? Read the next line.
Into the raffle in small print.
No, you skipped over to the next line. Once you go to the moon.
Right. No.
Right.
Hold on. Calm down though, because you missing. No. You missing something. Slow down. I can't let you get away with that because you're missing multiple things right here. You think this small. Hold on. You think these are small things, but I'm telling you right now. What I'm just telling you, I didn't see the homepage because I don't have a reason to. I'm in the contract. You see what I'm saying? Oh, guys, go back to the homepage. How do I know that? Especially I'm an influencer. I should know that, right? There's no way for us to know that. So all I'm trying to say is there's a communication gap. Not saying you're wrong. That's excellent that you got that. I do wish all this was.
We're basically
it's clean, it's there, but it's not.
In all the social media, in all the pins and posts, you say you don't go to Telegram. You say you don't really look at the social media like that.
Because because Bankteller, this is what normal users do when they get blocked or when they get muted. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. You have an opportunity here with this contract, but I need you to take a step back and make it. You have to think way simpler, right? A lot of these people, they don't look at Elephant all day like us. They're not, you know what I mean? So they're not that connected as far as looking at this page and looking at the social media. They're not that connected.
I know how I interact with most projects, and I always bookmark the homepage. And when I go to interact with the website, I still go to the drip homepage. I don't do any deep links. I go to the homepage so that if I know if the team has something to communicate, I know if I go to the freaking homepage, then I'm going to find out what they need to communicate.
hold on. Can you hear me out? Let me tell you why that doesn't make sense to me as an influencer. Because as an influencer, not with your site, but with other sites, it's already attached to my link. So I can easily bookmark my link and I can send that out to people. Does that make sense?
Right.
I want you to
That's
think
fine.
that you have to
We're in the weeds.
But I know exactly. But baby, you need to get in the weeds. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. Everything else at the development level is fine. That's not the issue. The issue is communicating that what you just said to me. You should have all the influencers should know exactly where to go, even if you DM them personally. All I'm trying to say is there's another level of touch that's needed, and maybe there's just some kind of test groups or something that you can do in order to have us see that. Even if you created it, if nobody knows to go there, they won't go. So you need influencers to say that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I talked about this with the team already. So like I put this there. So I mean, I'm listening, and like when I listen to you and a couple other people, that are not like my go-tos, like SK or Slow. You know, those are the people who call me, right? Mm-hmm. So, but I noticed. I've noticed. I mean, I've noticed that people just aren't getting the message,
right?
And so
we want to, though. we want to.
Right. So that is why that messaging is right here in the middle of the homepage, and that is why when you go to the elephant page or the trunk page, you're going to get a pop-up which basically just reiterates that message. Which basically says, you know, during the recovery, the best thing for you to do is to buy elephant and mint trunk. Period. And then addition to that, you know, participate in the raffle. But like you don't like, and we're not asking you to redo your whole investment strategy. No, like if we just had everyone just for a participate like a handful of times, less than 5 times, $500 max, but just participate in this raffle, we'll get back to where we need to be. Because we basically have to get back to the hockey stick. What does that really mean? We have to just get back from where we are right now. I think 74 million, 77 million market cap, get to 100 million market cap, and then we're back on radar again, and things start popping off again. So it's not, and then there's just the and then I released the raffle. The feedback that I got was a lot of people are just like, can you make it more whale friendly, or detonator on EMP money does it this way. I'm like, okay, well, detonator on EMP money does it the way my old contract Rocket used to do it on Bankroll, where I had the max winner, and I didn't want to like give more advantage to whales and stuff. But it is true that if the whales sweeten the pot, then that's just going to cause more people to participate in a raffle. It is like, okay, now this $100 makes sense, because a lot of people, but also people need to know, like, that, yeah, this is your bank, and right now we're at the phase where we're trying to sell it. You can't be complacent. You can't be like, oh, I just put my little bit of money in, and I'm just going to wait, and I'm just going to roll and compound. This is a business. It requires reinvestment. But we're in this together, large and small. And trust me that the whales will participate if they see the minnows come along to add that volume. We need to see large numbers of people participating. We need to see large dollars.
So now, real quick. So let me ask you a question. What if the raffle doesn't work? Is there a backup plan? What's the backup plan?
The raffle is simply, it's the front door for investment into the whole stablecoin platform. It's lossless, but minting itself is just the first use case in the whole staking platform. So it's kind of a silly question, because it's sort of like, it's like saying, I'm going to McDonald's, and what if people don't want to eat fries? It's like, no, they're coming to McDonald's to eat fries. They're going to get fries. They're going to get a burger, and they're going to get fries, like minimum guaranteed. So that is, yeah. So that's where we're at. And people do mint on a daily basis. So one of the changes that I'm going to make is another problem with the raffle that you see as is has issues. It doesn't have the max minter. The other thing it doesn't do is it's artificially suppressed. The pot size is artificially suppressed. What that means is after you get in with $100 for your first ticket,
Mhm.
if you mint again, it doesn't add that new money to the raffle. It checks, it says, oh, you're in a raffle, and it just throws a duplicate raffle entry event and exits in terms of the raffle smart contract. So you could be minting multiple times during the day, but after that first mint, whether it's 100 or 1,000, your first shot over 100, it counts that, and it doesn't count any other new money. So these pots are actually potentially smaller than the actual money coming in overall. So
the real quick, you said the raffle, and I appreciate you explaining what you just explained. I appreciate that. But the raffle, let me kind of go back, because I know you said lossless, and I know as far as the dollar value, I understand where you're going when you say lossless there. But the biggest thing, especially if I'm a whale, is the loss of time. Is if it's congested. Does that make sense? So
you're
it's still a loss.
Two things. No, you're confusing two things. Redemption has nothing to do with the raffle.
Okay, explain it all to me, because now I'm lost.
Redemption has nothing to do with the raffle. Okay. Minting, the raffle is tied to the minter, to new money coming in.
Okay. So I mint, right? And then I'm in a raffle, correct? I'm in $100 and I'm in the raffle. You there? I think we lost BT, y'all. Now, listen, I hope he comes back. Now I don't see. Now look, all of this stuff, this is what I was trying to say. If I don't clearly understand how all of this stuff works, there hasn't been a video. There he's coming back. What I'm trying to say is yes, I don't understand. If I'm an influencer, all I'm trying to say is that we can't expect people to be at a certain level and they're not there. There's only a few people that's at that level that understand all the intricacies of these contracts. And this is why I was trying to say, like, this is not as simple as it should be. If I didn't know all the specifics of the contract, where can I find it? Let me bring them back real quick. Okay.
All right. I was touching my key. I was touching my mouse, my trackpad, and I swiped back and exited.
Right. So BT, the main thing I'm saying here, and I'm just trying to make a point, to be honest with you, but the main thing I'm trying to say here is this is not clear. You have a vision. It's not against you, because you have a vision. However, on the marketing perspective, and please tell me in the chat, y'all, am I off on this? From a marketing perspective, it still doesn't add up to us. When you just gave me the 375,000, that made sense. That's something that, okay, I get it. Okay. But right now, the way you're explaining it is still kind of tough to swallow. Does that make sense? I'm gonna give you some tough love. There are YouTubers that have dedicated the past 6 months to understanding the system and giving technical updates on how the system works, and have been supporting me in getting everything out there. Mm-hmm. Right? Okay. Yeah. These YouTubers have invested zero energy in criticizing me, trying to tear me down, calling me OJ Simpson. No, just kidding. No. So like, no, but what I'm finish the thought. No, but what I'm saying is during the exploit, realize that I rebuilt this whole system from the ground up in real time while the lights were still on. Nobody was locked out of their money. You could still roll in Stampede. You could still deposit into Stampede. You could do all the things in the platform after the exploit. And then I built a whole new platform and switched it overnight magically. And all of a sudden now Bertha went from 64 trillion to 82 trillion now since the lights fully turned back on. Now, what else has happened since then? So when I did all that code, we had a white paper in documentation that was no longer valid. We had videos and things that, that were no longer valid.
But for the most part, the system still works as it always has, right? You got to mint, you got to redeem. It's just that, like, you know, it's like things are slightly different. Bottom line is that there's plenty of videos that we pin and post every day in the Telegram, you know, and you the minimum you have to be in the Telegram, you have to be in the social media where we're basically, here's the link, here's the new link for this video that shows this. But now, you know, and I just did this yesterday. Yesterday we did the first of the wave of document refreshes for version 5.3. So yesterday I posted a complete overview of version 5.3, how everything works, as a Medium post. So there's the version 5.3 Medium post.
Got you. Real quick, let me stop you right there real quick, because I got what you're saying. But
there's a white paper update. Got you.
So you basically said that's on your social media, that's on your YouTubers, all your influencers, they have that information. Is that what you're saying? Because let me go back,
and
because
I'm got tutorials and everything.
Right. But this, I'm gonna tell you the issue with those, because you said names, so I'm gonna say names too. So with SK, with Crypto Slow, let me tell you their issue. Their issue is they're not talking to you like I'm talking to you, because they're so smart. They're just, that's what I'm getting from you. It's like you making me feel like an influencer, like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But in all, y'all, you muted me out of the chat when I was trying to get some clarity, when y'all could have gave me clarity. So don't tell me about influencers doing this and that. And to be honest with you, they're the same type of influencer. To be real with you, they don't even have enough videos for us to even go back and touch. Just because you put it in your chat, you got to think. On my screen every day is 7 to 8 different platforms. What makes your platform the one I need to be one checking on? You trying to get us to come back into your platform. And then not only just that, I feel like you kind of trying to talk down to me because I don't understand your platform.
No.
Plain English. No. You did come across like that. Oh, well, okay. They know what they know. That's exactly what you came across as.
All right. So here you go. So
I'm just saying, no, I'm just saying, because you said like they're better influencers or better people because they know your project. How many influencers don't talk about your project? It's an issue here. You have the same type of influencers, right? They talk about the same stuff the same way every single time. Maybe people just don't like it. The views are confusing y'all. That's what I'm trying to say. And
all right.
Go ahead.
Can I slap you in the face with some reality?
Do what you gotta do. You're gonna get slapped back for sure, but go ahead. do what you gotta do.
Here's the thing. And this is to, and I know you're not a hater, so I'm not saying this to you.
No, I'm not a hater. Yeah, go ahead.
But to all my haters and all the naysayers, people say all this stuff, but Elephant has more TVL, more liquidity, higher market cap than Drip, for example.
Let me stop you there though, because that doesn't matter. I've made more money in Drip, period. I don't care about the TVL if I'm not making more money. That's what it comes down to.
Right. Hold on. And that's you.
And that's most people though, BT. That's most people.
By math alone, that is not most people. We have the most TVL. We have the most money in our platform because we're the biggest bank. The issue that,
so you're saying more people made money in your platform than Drip? Is that what you're saying?
The issue that the thing that you're not seeing is that for a thing that for the most part just operates boring like a bank, is that the majority of users don't still give a fuck. They're not going to be they're not in the chat. They're not making noise. They're not complaining. I keep the lights on reliably. When has Elephant Money site ever been down? When has Bankroll ever been down? Never. Like, so, you know, and when there's issues, even with the exploit, it gets fixed promptly, and then we keep it moving. Like, Animal Farm got exploited, Luna got exploited, Elephant Money got exploited. Right,
but hold on, BT. Let me go back though.
Elephant Money handled the exploit better than all the other two.
But you know what? I can't. Hold on, I'm gonna be real with you. You are on a different platform than them. We expected more out of your platform than Luna and them. I'm sorry, you bring yourself, to me, honestly, you bring yourself down when you talk about comparing your project to them. I don't care about the exploit and how fast you came back. The issue is right now is I got people telling me they lost $100,000 or they're not getting what the 75% collateralization. They don't know nothing about the new stuff. They're not coming to check this every day. I'm just speaking for a group of people that we don't see. They're not coming to Telegram. And this is what I think a lot of your team doesn't know that they
that would
even
be the
exist.
issue. If they're not,
Yeah, but I mean, where you gonna get new capital from
to
too?
Telegram or Discord for help, if you're not coming to Telegram or to whatever for help, then I don't know what to say. But okay, but the main part of the recovery is basically elephant focused, and where we're going to get the new money from is pretty easy. It's how we got to the 18,000 holders from 8,000 holders. We're going to do that all over again, and that's largely going to happen because there are motivated whales that want to compete and win those raffles. And they're the ones begging and asking for this feature. They're using that feature in EMP, and they just want to be able to use their same strategies here. So once they get that, they're going to use it. And EMP gets about $39,000 a day in their raffle size. I'm going to be supplementing that with money from the performance pool. So we're going to have plenty of funds to motivate people to get into the raffles, and it's not going to take much before. So what's going to actually happen after that is once Bertha gets to 150 trillion, basically, the redemption queue is going to move a lot faster. And so what people will do is they'll buy cheap trunk off a pancake swap, and then when they redeem it, they'll get their money next day. Right, instead of having to wait for like days and days and days, weeks and weeks, whatever. And that is the path to recovery. So we get a flywheel, so that basically the redemption queue gets tight, peg gets tight. Once the spread on trunk tightens up, there's the amount of redemptions per day is going to get dwarfed by the redemption pool size. As Bertha gets larger, she's going to be able to fund more free capital based on the allocated budget for the redemption pool. That redemption pool is going to grow. And right now, but the way it works right now, since Bertha is so small, the budget for the redemption pool, like the budget is based on an APR against Bertha. So like there's Bertha's balance, her size, and then for each strategy that moves money around, it gets an APR allocation. So basically, based on time, it says this is how much money is due that Bertha's just going to give you out of her purse. And so, but as she gets bigger, she's gonna be like, okay, here's a big stack of money for the redemption pool. And then people coming to redeem is that money is going to start piling up in the redemption pool. So what the redemption pool basically becomes, it becomes single-sided liquidity for trunk, where it just holds a shit ton of BUSD, and people can always come and just redeem against it, right? And
got you. I appreciate because and that's the vision, and that's how I appreciate you explaining how that works. And I guess go back to my last video. Let's talk about my last video real quick, because I'm gonna be honest. I don't think people believe that the raffle can make that effect. I just don't believe that. And I was just saying, even if they did, it sounds like this is a whale game, and that's okay. But just say, hey, look, this is not for everybody. But I think what I was saying on the last video is, and I think you're reluctant to do it, and I really want to know why you're reluctant to do something like this, is having a contract you already had. It can be a contract that, hey guys, this is going to run out. It's at your own risk. It's always at our own risk. Help us use a wrap elephant and grow Bertha a lot faster. And it can be small, large whales, minnows, whoever. Why can't we participate in something like that? Or why can't you build something to that effect?
It's okay. So it's just like any engineering. You have to plan. It's like city planning. You have to plan for like what roads and bridges you're going to build, and then once you decide what roads and bridges you're going to build, and you get to work on those teams are working on building those things and not building other things. And
right, but what if a natural disaster comes? They have to change plans. It is what it is. We had a disaster. So you got to change it up.
The raffle the raffle is working. If you read did you read the Medium post that you didn't. I know you didn't. Because if you did, you know that we already brought in 300 and I forget what the exact number is. I think it was $374,000. That's just in ticket sales. And remember, I told you the ticket sales were flawed. So that's an underestimation of how much money we actually brought in since the raffle exists. So we did bring in 374. It's just the difference of we brought in $374,000 over the past almost 2 weeks since the raffle's been out versus being able to do that in a day. The only reason we're unable to do that in a day is not because we're asking a lot of people for a lot of money. It's that we're asking for a lot of participation from the existing community. So this is basically like
going to garner that participation, though, Tony. I mean, Ben, I don't see. If that was the case, I should see Jadamas, whoever that is in your chat that's kind of rude to people. That person needs to be making videos every day saying where we are. Like, why is there no motivation towards this? I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
That guy is a banker, by the way. That guy, okay, look.
So he shouldn't be dealing with people because he don't know how to deal with people. I'm just going to be honest with you.
I already told him to shut the fuck up. I already told him he talks too damn much. Okay,
okay.
Keep it a buck. I'm not a place. Oh my God, BT said this on Muddy Mo's live stream. I don't give a fuck. I'm the boss. No.
I gave you that confidence too, BT. Don't act like I didn't give you that confidence. I gave you that confidence. It's okay. I'm just playing with you. Go ahead.
I told him already. Like, look, dude, you talk too much. Like you talk. You got to give people space to talk.
Yeah.
You're literally driving people away from the chat because you talk too damn much.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, and I might have to reiterate that to myself, but I told him, he's talking too much in the team chat.
Yeah.
This team chat, like, we don't
That's
really
y'all
say
chat,
a lot,
right.
period.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you should really only be talking when you're like contributing. You should not be talking and telling other people what to do. That's kind of my gig, and I rarely do that. I let people bring opportunities to us, and then we all have our own kind of lane. We all know what we do. Cross basically sits on the sidelines, dips in here and there. His thing, he knows that if I go on this big coding binge, that I'm eventually going to finish, and I've pushed the code up already. I'm like, okay, Cross, you're up. Hope you've been paying attention. Hit me up when you have any questions, and we get a draft of the new version of the white paper. I may or may not proofread it. This one I did proofread, and I needed to.
I'm just going to kind of jump in here because, and this is again about communication. Your communication is everything. So I think Cross is fair. Every time I've seen him over the past years, he's been a very fair person in the chat. Is there someone like him, or maybe even Ed, that can be the manager of all of that for you? Because you're, like I say, you're a developer, and then you're trying to be a CEO and all that too. You can't also be a social media manager. Is there any one of them that can take on that role for you?
No, hell no.
Why though?
Because you need it. The reason why we are where we are is basically because of how hands-on I am. I don't discount anything. You just
discounted what I said a minute ago. What you mean?
No. What I mean is, I'm a chess champion. Every decision that you make is how you got to the outcome at the end. So you can't cherry pick. I mean, you can try, and you can, if you have multiple times to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. If you're doing rote things, then yeah, you can keep optimizing and stuff. But when it comes to like a large system like this, you have to realize and acknowledge that whatever was the key to your success, single decision you made, right or wrong, led to the outcome. If it was a favorable outcome at the end, it was because of everything you did, whether you liked it or not. Like sometimes you had to fail to be able to get to where you are now. I had to fail. With something. I mean, and I had the code reviewed. It you know, these auditors and stuff, you know,
Do you make them sign an
they're
NDA,
at the
by
end
the
of the
way?
day, they're just other developers.
Right. Do you make them sign an NDA? Just curious.
A lot of times they don't have NDAs. It's you know,
So
yeah. And
now I'm confused then. So if they don't sign NDAs, then they have your code essentially. They can. I'm just asking random questions because I don't know.
yeah, and
So
that's why a lot
so
of
but see,
times
why don't you
I
go
don't
to your
really trust
team
them.
then if they are? Got you, but why don't you go to your team if they already have the code? Somebody already has the code. Like that's what I don't understand. Because when you say like I'm all hands on, that's great. Be all hands on with your management. You don't have to be hands on with every user. Does that make sense? You have to go ahead. I mean, but that's all I'm trying to say is you don't have to manage every little thing. You don't have to be a micromanager. Manage your management.
I am not a fucking micromanager. I tell
Okay.
like basically the community is responsible for every fucking thing except for deploying the code and managing the private keys. Okay, like I'm really like seriously. I don't make any of these fucking videos. I'm making these fucking articles. I just pay them money when they do it, or hardly ever. You don't understand that we are so fucking big. I don't do anything with the marketing. Nothing.
Okay. You just said you hands on. Now you don't do nothing. What is it? Oh, you all over the place. What are you talking about?
Motherfucker, am I fucking
calm down? Hold on. You're doing too much cussing on my show. Calm down. I'm not cussing at you. Calm down.
Am I recording these videos? Am I clicking the buttons to show them?
Maybe you should
Hell
though.
no.
Maybe you should. Why not?
Stop bouncing back and forth.
Well, I'm saying you're the one bouncing. You bring up different subjects, so let me talk to it. Why don't you? You making every excuse. This is the problem with you. No, I'm about to talk now. You making every excuse of why you can't do stuff. It's never why you can. Everything is somebody else's fault. This is your problem. Everything is somebody else's fault, and you're not saying reasons why this can work. Hey, Muddy, that can work because of this. Hey, Muddy, that can't work because of this. You're jumping around yourself, sir. You have to be direct to your people. This is why they don't understand what's going on because they're you. You're all over the place right now.
With YouTube, besides AMAs, where I'm here right now.
Right, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're not even grasping what I'm saying, sir. You all up on your tangent. I'm telling you, you have a communication problem in your chats. It's from the users. It's not me. I represent the user. I don't represent devs. I don't represent YouTubers. I represent users. This is what they're telling me. You want to see my DMs? They're telling me this. So if you're not listening to me, you're not listening to them, sir. That's what that means.
I'm listening.
Go ahead.
Those users, first of all, those users who don't read anything, who don't read the pins.
So they don't. If they don't read your stuff, wait. So if you tell me if they don't read your stuff, they don't need to be in your contract. Is that what you're saying? What are you saying right now?
No.
Because now you're kind of offending people. What are you saying? People don't have time to read all your stuff. They got 8 contracts they use. Why do they have to read yours? Because you're going off on people. You're not going to do that.
Like
you're what you're doing right now is you're downplaying people who are not as smart as you, sir. That's what it feels like. And you don't need to do that. That's not right. Everybody's not on that level. Everybody's not going to read everything.
Stop it.
Go ahead.
Stop it. This is This is finance. You have your own fiduciary responsibility to understand where you're putting your money.
Okay. So you're about to open up something else. Because if that's the case, if that's the case, you should have kept the collateralization at 75%. If that's the case, because that's what you promised. So wait a minute. So what are you talking now? Don't put it on us because that was your promise. So why is your promise not okay, but ours, we got to keep ours? What do you mean, sir? That's not clear.
Hold
Go ahead.
on and don't railroad me because I'll just drop.
You can do what you want to do. I didn't ask you to come up here. You can do what you want to do, but you're not going to come up here and sit and talk how you want to talk. That's not what this is for. I would love for you to explain to the people how you can help fix this. Go ahead.
There's nothing fucking wrong at this point. Like right now, everyone read what's pinned, read what's documented in the Medium, in the white paper. Just read all this stuff, and what it says right on the homepage is simply what to do. If you want to win, if you want to go to the moon, pretty simple.
What if I don't have no money? So what if I don't have dry powder? How do I win? How do I win if I don't have no money? I'm broke. I put all my money in the first time. What do I do?
We just pinned a 9-step solution, including where I think like 7 of them didn't involve free money, and we actually explicitly called out If you don't have money, do these things. If you don't have money, number one thing you can do is nothing. Just sit around. Just wait.
So
There's
we
players
wait
that do
on the
have money.
raffle to work, and we wait on Bertha to come back. We just sit and wait, right? Is that what we do?
Yeah. Just, you know, and,
So-
and remember in crypto when there was just Litecoin, Bitcoin, and even Ethereum, all it was buy and hold. So that's not rocket science. That's not something people don't understand. So yeah, you just buy and you wait for people with money to come in, and you wait for people who are doing the heavy lifting to do the heavy lifting, and then you reap the benefits.
But we also we also wait for pump and dump groups. Wait. We also wait for pump and dump groups to keep selling Stampede. So that's been an issue too, and you haven't addressed that. What do we do about that? Because that's a big problem. All they're doing is selling Stampede, and you see it. You know that. There's groups of them. So what do we do about that? Just waiting and letting the peg go down.
The peg is not a concern. Remember that
it's not.
Bertha
you
can
can't say
handle.
That. Don't say that. Don't say that, because that sounds like you
Especially
don't
when
give
it's
a
coming
damn.
from
That sounds you don't give a fuck about nobody saying that. Don't say that. Please don't say that. Please reword that, sir. That does not sound right. That's what that sounds like, sir.
Muddy, stop doing this damn sir thing and just chill out. Okay?
Man, who you? Wait.
So basically,
let me mute you. Hold on. Nope.
Seriously,
you can mute for a second.
You changed.
You can mute for a second. Calm down, sir. You on my show. Calm yourself down. I'm asking questions for the people. You don't tell me what I can do. I don't work for you. I would never work for somebody who is this controlling. But calm down, sir. I'm my own man. Now you on my show and you got the people on with you. Just talk. But I'm asking regular questions. Now I'm gonna unmute you so you can talk. But please don't tell me what to do on my show. That's not what's gonna happen here. Thank you. Go ahead.
All right. We're gonna proper take turns and all that stuff though. All right, what were we talking about? So people can sell. Like there's beyond the selling, like why is the APR still 77%? Why is the APR for Stampede still 205%? The reason why those things are the way they are is because I have the confidence to just leave things, for the most part, status quo. The only thing people are sacrificing, if they're selling, you have to understand that those sellers are actually helping the system. You have to look at it from a system perspective. You have to understand that the fundamental Warren Buffett style game of financial assets still remains the same. This is a system that's designed to take money from it's designed to actually do some amazing things in finance that have never been done before. But it's got
to get to that point though.
But at its core, it's still taking money from the inpatient and giving it to the patient. So in this case, those sellers are actually lowering the debt burden at their loss, right? They're not redeeming it 100%. They're redeeming it 58%, 68%. I think if it's at 58 cents now, they're redeeming it 58%.
So what if they start rolling too? What if they mix that in? How do we combat that?
If they roll, then they're pushing their time horizon out, which is what everyone should be doing. Everyone should be like deferring gratification, pushing their time horizon out, not putting stress on liquidity, and letting the TVL that needs to come into the system get allocated to the right place, which is Bertha. So Bertha's growing fast. I mean, we've added $20 trillion.
That's subjective though. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like, and a lot of people don't feel like it's going fast. I think that's subjective. I get what you're saying though, but
given everything that's going on, given the fact that
because to be honest with you, I really wish you would have stayed paused at this point, because it was people were rolling every day. At this point, we would have already had Bertha back if that was the case. Because right now, a lot of people don't feel like you feel. A lot of people don't feel like this is on the right track. That's why I'm happy you came up. But
they can feel however they want, but they don't know the numbers. I do. So and the basic.
But they know how much they got, and they might not. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, but okay.
Go ahead.
The little squirrel with the nut, not worrying about nobody else. That's not the leader of a project. That's not the person running shit so that everybody succeeds. The person. So I'm zoomed out, and I'm doing what helps the most people and I'm doing what gets us to the finish line. What gets us to the finish line is we're playing chess, not fucking checkers. What gets us to the finish line
chess too,
is
though.
birth
I mean,
rate.
so
It's really
yeah, I
simple
get
to
you what you're
understand.
saying, but yeah, I got you.
Okay, so and if you go to the pin, if you go to the pins in Telegram, and I actually have a link to it in the Medium in the latest Medium post. There's a Dune Analytics dashboard, which is developed by a third-party developer, by the way. So we're at the point where we have just as many advanced third-party tools as Drip does.
Good.
So
that's very good. That's a good sign. That is good.
That is
awesome.
That's the best sign.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that's in line with what you're talking about. So I didn't tell one developer not anything. I didn't give them no hand holding, no conversations. How do we have multiple dashboards for all this stuff? Visualization tools for Stampede, staking. I can't trick those guys. Those are the smartest of the smartest in the community. They know the real from the fake, and they invested their time to build tools. There are YouTubers that I have never heard of in my life that are making elephant videos. Every time I search for elephant videos, I'm seeing newer YouTubers.
Now let me give you a suggestion. As an influencer, I would love to know those other influencers. I'm not like other people. I talk about other influencers. I don't know who they are. But BT, I can't
just type elephant money in. If you just type elephant money in, the search I normally do is I type elephant money in, and then I filter by the videos that were just made in the last week, and then I catch everybody who's new.
Real quick. But let me say this. The influencers, it sounds like I see the issue here. The issue is the influencers are your link, but you can't really determine when they're going to put out material. My thing would be is to find a way to embrace those new influencers. I know you probably leave a comment or something, I don't know, but something just to make sure that, hey, it is more people talking about, because right now we don't know. And then especially with our algorithms, we get what we get. We don't always get the new guys, and we're not always going to search elephant. So for people that watch me, they know I talk about elephant every day anyway. So they, you know what I mean? They're going to come here, and everybody else is going to go where they go. So all I'm saying is another suggestion is to have that more in one place, or even invite influencers to some kind of, I don't know. You guys got private chats, like invite the influencers somewhere. So not just your influence. I'm talking about all influencers.
You talk about the average elephant video is getting like hundreds of views, over damn near 1,000 views. Most average elephant videos now. So their interest is picking up. In terms of BNB, our chart looks flat against USD, but against BNB, we're mooning, we're growing. So that's what's going on. I feel like Stunner has this huge group, a lot of big whales and stuff in Stunner, but they're so stuck on trash talking and stuff instead of actually keeping up with. I don't slow down. Just look at the UI. Look at what it's been built. A lot of what you see there looks the same, but the whole architecture for how everything works, every single contract has been touched.
Right.
And then I've had to also work around the confines of how I handle liquidity. All the liquidity is locked. We would be at peg right now, and Bertha would be pretty much where she needs to be if I could have pulled the trunk liquidity. The reason we're not at peg is because I can't pull liquidity. So basically, there's this deficit. What I would love to do is just lower the liquidity for trunk, because we don't need it. Trunk's liquidity needs to operate on days, right? At least the simple liquidity. It's about how much money people need to take out in a day, and then everything else should be single-sided liquidity, sitting in contracts that are easy to control.
Let me go back to something you just said, because you brought something up, because you brought up Stunner Breezy, and I agree, and for that situation, I'm an influencer. I bully the bullies. Let me talk to them. They're not going to talk back to me. They're scared of me. You know what I'm saying? But I will talk to them. But the issue is that just like, okay, let me use your example. So you're an engineer, right? You still have to have the construction guys and the guys out, the foreman, I'll understand what you're trying to do or what you're trying to say. Stunner is just like me. We have our specialties, which is the people. It's not the smart stuff. You guys are the smart guys. Cool. But we know people. And that's all I'm trying to say is, even though
I know people too.
No, you're right. You're right.
But
even though he goes the wrong way,
I manage large teams.
Even though he goes the wrong way, all I'm trying to say is you can turn that energy around if you were building something instead of pushing away. Does that make sense? That's in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I think the answer is pretty simple. That he has an economic interest in drip. You know.
I agree. No, I agree with you with that specific person. I'm talking overall. I'm not talking about a person. I agree with you there, though. But no, I'm saying in general, it's more than just him. I'm just saying in general, and that's where I think there's a divide.
Okay, so I think, and maybe and I don't even know if there's a divide because there's the largest of the you know what I'm talking about, these new hot YouTubers. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh yeah. Now you in my lane. Now I can.
I gotta be political about this because I'll have problems.
I don't. So yeah, you better be political because I won't be.
They bring me on. They bring me on. No problem. So they want me on. So I don't. Yeah. It's no problem. Freaking what's this? Jonathan's jealous. He's like, oh, you went on James. You ain't go on me. I'm like, yo. So
don't let me get started. Okay.
Yeah, but but it's fine. It's how do I put this? I think in your case, the exploit happened. Mm-hmm. We got rocked, but we're good. We're chill now. And I think there's just some impatience around how long it actually takes to recover when you just don't got it on speed dial like that. Oh, okay, throw some money. We need this much money to fix the issue. We need about can you send $5 million and just fix all this? It's nah. And the reality is,
now I will let me defend the new people though. Some of them, your project was their first project. They don't know how this works. And I'm speaking just for them. I get where you're coming from though, but at the same time, it's a lot of new people who they just came in expecting this to work like every other project and it just didn't go that way. So I get where you're coming from though, if that makes sense.
I mean, what did it mean? There's the Ohm, all the Ohm forks died, including Ohm.
They wasn't. No. I'm saying. Died. Got you. I'm saying they wasn't a part of those. They heard about the power of what you were doing with the treasury and they were interested in that. So you have your own group, just like Drip has their own group of new users to the space. You have your own too for Elephant Money. So all I'm trying to say is they don't know those other projects. Not everybody's in everything. They just know your stuff. And I was telling people to use it as a savings, a check. You know what I'm saying? So they were using it. I'm gonna give you my example real quick. I was talking to auntie, a friend of the family. I told her about Elephant Money, right? All she knew was, okay, I get double back in a year, and this other one I can get my money out anytime. She didn't care about anything else I said. All the other stuff you were saying, she's not going to go to check a telegram. She has plenty of money, but she just wants to get into something stable, and she's just expected this to work. What do I tell her? Mm-hmm. And I think we've talked through it. That's the issue, and I think these are the people that, to be honest, BT, you need somebody to watch your back. You see the front side, you see all the DeFi stuff, but you don't see the other side. It's a whole people behind you who they're not in the mix like that. And that's who I'm speaking for. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate you getting excited and saying these things because it makes sense. I know Brian want to come on. I'm gonna let you wrap it up. But if you would, BT, please give us a snippet of something that we can leave with, something that we can at least have some confidence going forward, especially if they're not somebody that's in DeFi like us.
The easiest way to capitalize on everything we're going to do in the next 6 months is to buy Elephant token. It's at a depressed price. It's pretty much at that floor price at that healthy floor price before we mooned, which was between 8 and 10 cents per million.
Mm-hmm.
So we've gone back in time, but we also, it's the price we were at where we basically did a 10x from like long-term stagnation, and we built this platform that proved itself, and then we rocketed to the moon. So basically, this is the ground floor price.
Got you.
And
So elephant,
furthermore,
got you. Go ahead.
That's it. I mean, so that's it. And if you don't have to worry about peg. You don't have to worry about anything.
Got you. So if especially if I'm a novice investor in this space, buy elephant. If I'm in it, buy elephant. That's the easiest way to be happy long term. Is that what you're saying? I'm just making sure I'm clear.
Basically, the use case is it's a client. So if you think of like platform, and then like literally a car platform, which includes the suspension and the motors,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just slap the chassis on top, the cabin on top, and that's the difference between one car and another. How many motors it has, what chassis it has. The navigation platform, all stuff is the same and shared. So the Elephant core platform and the governance strategies that are in place now protect Bertha, the Elephant treasury, help it grow. We have inbound treasury at the BSD and intermediary treasury with the trunk treasury. And that's all shared. We can add on new use cases for Elephant. We can add on new use cases for Trunk. But the easiest thing for you to do to capture all the value is to basically act and move like Bertha. What is this platform doing for Bertha? Is dollar cost averaging inbound cash flow to buy back Elephant and hoard it. You have the added benefit of being able to hoard Elephant and not have to give it to anybody. Bertha got to pay people, but you don't have to. So
I was right then. No, I was right though, because I said in my last video, the essence is going back to how it started. Trunk is a big deal now because of peg, right? But essentially, when I got in, the main thing was Elephant. That's what everybody was thinking about. So you're saying kind of go back to that is. And that was a good analogy, by the way, the car analogy. I like that. That was good. That was really good. I give props too, Big BT. I give props, but that was good. But Elephant is the essence of it. And long term, the simplest way to put it is, getting Elephant, you're in a good position, in your opinion.
It's the easy button. It's the easy button. Gotcha. It's what I'm doing. It's what Bertha's doing, and it's what BT's doing. Like me personally, I've over the course of this whole time, when going into the exploit, I had 2 trillion Elephant. Or actually I had 1.8 trillion Elephant. Where we are right now, I have 3 trillion Elephant. So I've basically been with my divs. I was building up my Stampede.
Okay.
I stopped building up my Stampede and I start using my Stampede divs to basically build up my Elephant.
And I think people want to hear your strategy too. Like if the dev is doing something a certain way, and I was just about to ask you, what would you put? Yeah, if you had Stampede divs, would you, would that be an option? You think it would be a decent option for people to do Stampede directly to Elephant?
Yeah, you can just use your stamp. You can, but you're going to be taking a hit. You're going to be taking a 58%. I mean, you're going to get 58% on the dollar to buy versus waiting for it to get to peg.
Yeah,
but I'm willing to do that because I know where we're going to be.
And people impatient. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm impatient too, BT. Listen, we want it to happen now. But I think
everything's melting. Everything's melting or has melted, and basically, Elephant's just sitting there like a little candy bar, still at room temperature, not melted, just there.
Yeah,
Just
but that
don't eat it
candy
right
bar
now.
ain't the same melted either, though. It's just like,
Yeah,
but I get what you're saying. Though. I get what you're saying. Um,
yeah.
yeah, and I think Smock in the message, I just had to read the message. He was just saying, there's so many people that just want a stable project, not a digital Rubik's cube. So yeah, I think he's just saying, just simplify. And I know y'all gonna work on it over time. So, but
Well,
BT,
we're
I would,
not adding like all these. We're not adding all these features and stuff. It still is those like three things: elephant token, stampede, staking. That's all we're trying to do. We got the raffle, but that's kind of passive. It happens without you having to do anything. You don't have to register for
gotcha,
anything or do anything. It just happens.
gotcha. Well, BT, I will tell you, steel sharpens steel. I tell you, I fight my family all the time, and we always fight together when we go out in public. So it's all good. I'm a part of this project, and pretty much everybody in the Money Crypto movement is a part of this project. So I think the main thing is I appreciate you manning up and coming up. You know, I'm not easy to deal with. I know, you know what I'm saying, but no, I appreciate you coming up. And at least thinking about things from our perspective or from us regular people perspective. I think that was at least something I got out of it. So.
I mean, I've been listening this whole time. I've been listening to your stuff the whole time.
That's what's
Um,
up, man.
so and I mean, frankly, you helped. I mean, it's like I was like, well, shit, yeah, like and I was getting agitated, frustrated, and I think you said some of the things that like I really needed to hear because people weren't saying that because and then there's so many people there they want you to focus on the impossible of getting the peg back because you just keep
Mhm.
on running a deficit, people trying to cash out. And you're right, I could just pause, but then my thing is, let those people cash out. They're helping everybody else. Let them sell. You can buy the trunk on the cheap. It's still the same trunk.
Mhm.
You only can bring new trunk into existence by minting it at $1. So if they're
Yeah.
selling or unless it's coming off a stampede. But either way, you're getting trunk on the cheap that they paid $1 for. So yeah, you
Gotcha.
can get a lot of trunk on the cheap. And so grow your teams, or grow your bag by scooping up that cheap trunk. Like you have to think, what was your original strategy? Most people say, "Oh, my original strategy was to, put my deposit in and compound for a year or 2 years." Okay, well, it hasn't even been a year yet, and now you can get a lot more trunk for cheap.
Mm. Yeah.
Trust that we're going to fix the problem, and we are. You can see the metrics. You can see Bertha growing. You can see her growing in elephant quantity and dollar value. So it's not like, oh, elephant's completely crashing and we're not growing dollar value. No, we used to be at less than 4 million in Bertha, and now we're over 6 million, and we're going to be at 10 million before you know it.
Yep. And yeah, appreciate it. And I just wanted to let you know I do know how to redeem it. I was just really trying to get you to understand the point there. But yeah, I do understand how it works. And I have read all those guys or your medium, and I have saw those guys' videos. But yeah, I think overall, I think the point got across. If anything you take away, just think of my auntie. She thinks very simply she don't need all of that stuff. If you think for her as well as all the smart guys, I think this project could be pretty good going forward. So appreciate you coming up, man. I really do.
All right,
All right.
perfect.
Thanks, man. Bye.
Thanks. Peace.
All right, y'all. So listen. Sometimes we had OT, we had OT, but I have an OT today. So it is what it is, man. I appreciate BT coming up. The main thing is, and it's not always fun, but at least he up here trying. A lot of people think they got it figured out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay. It's okay to to hear the other side of things sometimes. So shout out to the Muddy Crypto movement. Brian been hanging tough. I appreciate Brian. I appreciate Smock. I appreciate all y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all go for the day. I had y'all all day, man. But shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all come check out the movement in the Telegram. Again, now y'all like this dialect. Y'all see, ain't nobody gonna kill nobody. And I come from a good. I appreciate him saying like I'm not a hater. I'm not that at all, bro. Never been that. Never had to be. You know what I mean? So again, it's coming from a place of love for me. Like I have love for the users under me, and I have love for the users who talk to me and DM me. Money, this the problem. Talk to them. Like, and I appreciate that because the people need that. And even if they think of things differently, I think that's a win in itself, right? So is what it is. All right, y'all. Y'all go be good, man. Enjoy y'all evenings, man. All right. Y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. Beep.